light the flame. Cigars in hand, never playing tame. Pour the whiskey, let it burn real slow. On the Real Smoke Podcast, the stories flow. Guess they're rolling with a spark in their eyes, talking life's truths and throwing lies. Laughter crackles like a fire alive. Cuba to Kentucky, they always thrive. Real smoke rises in the air tonight. Whiskey's bold, they keep it tight. Stories spark like a flaming glow. Mick and Charles stealing the show.
Welcome to the Real Smoke Podcast with your hosts, Mick and Charles, the podcast that's all about real people, real cigars, and real smoke. Coming to you live from the Real Smoke Virtual Cigar Lounge, bringing you the best of cigars, whiskey, and all the good times in between. It's more than just a podcast, it's a community of cigar lovers. So grab your favorite smoke, pour a drink, and join us as we dive into all things cigars, whiskey, and just having a damn good time. This is the Real Smoke Podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 44 of the Real Smoke Podcast. One episode past the 1 year anniversary. 44. Welcome, everybody. We are your hosts. I am Charles. That is Mick. That is Mick. I am Charles. We are here to bring you one awesome show, we hope at least. But before we get into that one, we do need to go ahead and talk to some people from the Cigar Vault in Oakdale.
Hey guys, it's Norm with the Cigar Vault Oakdale. As you know, we are a small boutique shop located outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You could find us online at www.thecigarvault.com. First, I got a microphone, so Mick and Charlie don't have to yell at me anymore about sounding low when I send them videos. Second, let's talk about this August 5-pack that they put together. This has a banger of a lineup. It's cigars that they've talked about on the show and cigars that they're going to be smoking upcoming as well. This is a procured 5-pack that they do the selection for. They send it to me and we assemble it, put it together, and we put these pretty cool holographic stickers on them. So use your coupon code, that Real Smoke 10 coupon code, get your 10% off, support Mick and Charlie, and by supporting them you support us. We are genuinely appreciative of everything that you guys do, and as always, stay tuned to this episode and future episodes of the Real Smoke Podcast. Thank you.
I'm going to say I love him. He's a great guy. Yeah. He's the one that created the Real Smoke coupon code. Oh. So it's a Real Smoke. And then he goes Real Smoke 10. I have no idea what he's talking about. But huge thanks. He is representing last month's prize pack. Yeah. And I think there's 2 left. And the only reason that we didn't come out with this month's prize pack is because we fucking forgot about it. I mean, oops.
I thought about it yesterday myself, but no, we
it's in the chat right now. It's in the chat right now.
It is. Yeah. Now, big shout out to them last week. Big prize giveaway. They gave away one of those August 5-packs. They gave away $35. So if you guys didn't tune in last week, you really missed out. Norm hooked us up, man. Pretty much all of our guests hooked us up last week for our. That show was kind of a cluster, but I think we learned some lessons. We have some ideas for next year's anniversary show. Compliments of Charles's wife. Great ideas. I think we're gonna make it a little bit more flowing, and we got some ideas. So just stand by for that one.
Yeah, we got some stuff coming up for the next one. But again, that's a year away. So we'll say we both ended up getting presents in the last couple of days. And if you haven't noticed, we're all wearing something, kind of awesome. Something from Cigar Army. So want to say a huge thanks to Cigar Army. I mean, I feel like Wayne's World product placement. So, guys, go ahead and check out Cigar Army. They are a great cigar club that does a lot of good things, but you'll hear more about them here later tonight. But Cigar Army, thank you so much for all the awesome stuff. I got my bracelet on, got my tumbler going, got the hat rocking.
I am cheating on them with the tumbler right now, but I do love it. It's amazing. I came home last night. A box was waiting at the front door, and I'm like, I don't remember ordering anything. And I saw it had Coop's name on it, and I'm like, man. And the hat is fitted. I know I said it in my post.
Yes.
The hat is fitted. I'm so excited.
Yes, the hat is fitted. So that's the first thing I noticed. As soon as I pulled that out, see, I sent Coop a message and said, hey, did you send me a box? And his only response back, or his first response back, was, I sent Mick one too. And I was thinking, he's going to love the fitted hat.
It's amazing. It's awesome. Now, we can't thank them enough. And I said it in a post. If you didn't see my post, check out Cigar Army. Support what they're doing. Operation Give Back. We'll be talking about them later. But we love everything those guys do, and just amazing people. So check them out.
So over the weekend, we talked about we had the Memphis Herf going on for the TriStar Herf crew, and I was not going to be able to make it. We ended up finding a way the night before to say, hey, let's figure it out, and we're going to make it. So I showed up to Memphis at Old Dominic Distillery. I step out of the car as Mick's walking down the parking lot, and all he does is say hello. Yeah. I didn't get no hi, didn't get no nothing. All I got was I
had a gut feeling, but I was still like, damn it, man. We could have made this so much easier if you'd have just left us know. But I know it was last minute. And either way, like I told you in the parking lot, man, I don't care how you got here. I'll take it. It was an amazing day. It's one of the better weekends I've had in a long time with everybody we had there, man. I have so many thank yous to go here, but I'll let you start it off, man.
No, go ahead. So pretty much all I'm going to say about it is, as the president of the TriStar Herf crew and the new vice president of TriStar Herf crew, last year, the biggest kind of, I guess, Herf that we had for the year was done in Memphis. And which is funny is because Memphis is the smallest group that we have in the state. We showed up in between people that the people from the Brewers Association brought in, people from your work, people that have watched on here, people that have been in the club. From everybody that was on here, we had at least 50 people show up just for us.
Amazing.
That's not including all the new people that came in throughout the day and the evening, because we were there for 10 freaking hours.
We were.
Yeah.
I got to say, man, the first shout out has to go to Memphis Filling Station, because they agreed to let me do this crazy thing at their brewery. They not only left me do it there, they left us do stuff we maybe shouldn't have been doing there, like bourbon tasting in the back parking lot. Didn't say that out loud.
You didn't say that. I didn't hear nothing.
I didn't. Yeah, it must be the geese.
We didn't do nothing.
They had 2 live musicians there that day, and if you do not know who Madeline Collins is, you need to check her out. I know you do, Charles. You were there. She's
got a voice that is like silky smooth, but it's got a grit to it that it draws you in. It is such a good sound.
Yeah, she was amazing. The other guy was great too. I did not remember his name.
Oh, he was fun. He was funny. Fun. He would tell jokes in between each one of his songs, and he brought us back in time after time, just having a good time telling jokes. So I loved him.
Yeah, he was fun. Madeline was great though. Haze Gray drove up from Pensacola. They stayed. We sat here on this very deck Friday night. Their family at this point, man. We had such a great time. Sat here and had cigars, had drinks, got to share some of the Penelope bourbon with them, and their first peanut butter and jelly beer, which I know you love, Charles. We went for breakfast on Saturday morning, and then went to the Herf, and they said, "Where do we sign up for next year?" was their first thing, and they said they had a great day profit wise. They met so many great people. Rue rolling cigars, Pedro out there spitting knowledge on the sales desk, and Val just doing what she does and holding the whole thing together. It was that those 3 are just an amazing team. And if you have not had Hazy Gray cigars, check them out. They're going to soon be in the Cigar Vault Oakdale. So,
oh yeah, well, they actually are. So if you look at the list that I sent you for the cigars, for the next 5-pack, the Patriot's on there. And speaking of the Patriot, let's say when you have like 10 hours and you're just hanging out and all you're doing is smoking Haze Gray cigars, and you smoke 3 Patriots, 2 Admirals, and a Brotherhood, the next day your palate's fudged. You can't taste nothing.
Yeah. I'm going to keep this moving so it's not like last week. I do have a lot of thank yous here. 13 Knives, another one of our sponsors, our brother from TriStar, our newest membership captain. He's out there doing his thing on Saturday. Got to meet his woman, Beth. Great chick. I know we had a good time with her too. But yeah, Robert, man, I know he sold quite a few things that day. Everything just fell together, man. For not being at an actual lounge for the first time, maybe ever, for a TriStar event, I couldn't ask for anything more. The last couple of people on my list, though, Drifting Drams, they're actually going to be on an upcoming coffee show. We're going to do a coffee and cigar show. Frank from the Memphis Brewers Association, thank you for showing up and having a cigar with us. I know it's something new to you, man, but I hope you enjoyed it, that you're going to come back to it. And my last 2 little things here, Big Al and his son Chandler. Great kid, man. And Big Al, big shout out to you, man. We had a great day, a lot of good conversation. We appreciate what you do as well, man. And Devin and Raven, thank you. You guys played a big role in getting this stuff set up. And Devin, I know you worked hard on that old Dominic thing, so I appreciate everything you guys did. So, man, it was an absolutely amazing day. That had to be my first thing, man. I had to say some thank yous.
Oh yeah, 100%. So, I mean, everybody did such a great job, and it was such a great event. I could not be happier with what happened. As president of the club, I look back and go, you guys may be the smallest in our region, but you keep putting up some freaking bangers of events. So that's awesome. So I appreciate that. So we do have one more event coming up. We'll talk about that as it gets closer to it, but it's going to be in Middle Tennessee in Murfreesboro around October. So we'll talk about that one there. So let's see. You got anything else?
2 real quick things. So we mentioned this a few weeks ago, but we've been so busy with the Western Tennessee TriStar Herf and our anniversary show. We are doing a giveaway for 5K, and we'll call it our 1-year anniversary giveaway. We're giving away 10 cigars. Actually, I think it's more than that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's over that.
I'll post it on my Instagram. We're giving away a bunch of cigars, some swag, a couple other little things in there. You're going to have to like the post, obviously, and you're going to have to be on here live. Are we going to do it next week, or are you going to do it in 2 weeks? What do you think?
We'll do it next week.
All right, next week we're doing our big giveaway.
Might as well. With the guests that we have on there, we might as well go ahead and do it next week.
Perfect. So next week, so I will post this on Sunday, what you need to do to win, but we're going to be doing a big giveaway next week. And also, I don't know if you have that cutter close by, but I was talking to the Brooders guys. I said I'd mention them in the open up. Okay, don't have it close by. We're sharing custody of a cutter. I posted it on the Instagram page. Go to our Instagram pod page and check out that Brooders cutter. We were using it all weekend, passing it around. That thing's a piece of art, really. And just give them a look, give them a follow, check them out. And we'll be mentioning it for here and there on the podcast and showing it off eventually on a show. But that thing is absolutely amazing.
Oh, my goodness. Everything just went nuts. I don't know what happened. Oh, wow. StreamYard just took a shit. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start introducing the cigar that we're smoking tonight. But the cigar that we're smoking tonight is brought to you by, we just talked about him, our brother over at XIII Knives.
Hey, boys and girls. I wanted to read you a story about the 3 little cutters. Once upon a time, there were 3 little cutters. Daddy Cutter, Mama Cutter, and Badass Bulldog Cutter. And Daddy Cutter came out in 2020, and some people thought it looked too much like other cutters. A year later, Mama Cutter came out, and some people thought it looked like Daddy Cutter. Given the times, oh well, let's be original. So in late 22, Badass Bulldog Cutter was born. Badass Bulldog Cutter is a cleaver-style cutter with a bottle opener made from 1095 high-carbon steel that I get right here in the US of A with US source materials. And those who have bought the Badass Bulldog Cutter have lived happily ever after. So quit looking for your glass slipper and buy yourself a Bulldog Cutter.
Heck yeah.
I love nursery rhymes from Robert. So huge thanks to Robert over there. But the cigar that we are smoking, Mick, is this one.
Tonight, we are smoking Bunny Droppings Habano. Wrapper, Habano. Binder, Nicaraguan. Filler, Nicaraguan. Price, $7.50. And tonight only, use the code REALBUNNY20 for 20% off all Bunny products until 11:59 p.m. Eastern. We were talking about this, that 20% off, and it's already a great price, man. But go buy some Bunny products. They're great sticks.
So let's add more. If you go ahead and type in Real Smoke, you're going to get 10% off. If you type in on here Real Bunny 20 as well, you get 20% off. So until midnight tonight, if you type in both codes, because they're going to stack them, you're going to get 30% off any Bunny product that you have in there.
Crazy.
Think about that.
Go buy some Bunny products.
Go buy some Bunny Droppings, not from your pet store. No, don't do it from the pet store. Don't do that. That's the bad place. We do have a guest that we're going to bring on here. We are bringing on the Bunny Boy himself. We do need to go ahead and say that our guest is sponsored by Destination Cigars. Step in the world of cigars like never before at Destination Cigar Lounge, home of the exclusive Allegory cigar brand. Whether you're kicking back at Governor's Crossing in Sevierville, Tennessee, savoring the vibes at New River and Beckley, West Virginia, or soaking up the rich aroma at Almost Havana and Hurricane, West Virginia, every visit is an adventure. From top-tier cigars to expert recommendations and a laid-back atmosphere, the perfect place to relax, connect, and enjoy the craft. If you are looking for bold, unforgettable flavors, escape to the world of Allegory cigars. Kick back with the rich Mexican San Andreas dividend, enjoy the smooth intrigue of the censored Sumatra, or fire up the bold, flavorful Escape Habano. For more information, you can follow them on Instagram at destination_cigars, or you can explore more by visiting them online at destinationcigarlounge.com, or take a journey into one of their 3 locations in West Virginia and Tennessee. No matter where your cigar journey takes you, every blend is an experience worth savoring. Where the road ends, the perfect smoke begins at Destination Cigar Lounge. So huge thanks to Destination Cigar Lounge, and they make it possible that we can bring on the man himself, Mr. Boonay, the Boonie Daddy, the Bunny himself. Wait, don't lean back too far. Don't lean back too far. We may see the Easter Bunny himself. As low as that thing is zipped down, we may see more. We may see Easter eggs.
Sorry,
we figured, see the Easter eggs.
I figured you already screwed up the algorithm within like 24 seconds of the show. So
I did.
I thought I could go a little bit lower on my zipper today. My bad.
As hot as it is where you're at, I would probably be like, I would not even be in that thing.
I just had a last minute fan shuffle come in here and got all these fans set up behind me. So it's hot, man. Right now I'm sitting in a garage and it's 99 degrees outside.
99 degrees and you're sitting in the garage.
Speaking of fans, man, we are fans and we're excited to get you out there a little bit here tonight, man. And kind of get everybody to, where are you tonight, by the way? I missed this. I missed the green room when you guys were probably talking about that. Where is it 99 degrees tonight?
So I'm in like a small town right outside of San Antonio, Texas.
Okay.
San Antonio.
Yep. We are
all right.
We're sweating out here, but you got to sweat to make them wet. You know.
I was waiting for that one. So I will say it. You're gonna hate it. We were living through the '90s and lower hundreds here for quite a while, and we all of a sudden just started dropping into 60s in the mornings, low 80s in the day, kind of mellowing out during the evening. So it's actually pretty nice over here. So
yeah, well, awesome for you. So happy for you, bro.
So
Yeah.
your winter's probably what, 85 degrees?
Last Christmas, I think it was 79 on Christmas Day.
Wow. Do you get any kind of cold spell for any length of time, or just every once in a while you get a 30-degree day?
Yeah, it fluctuates, man. We had the snow apocalypse, back in I think 2020, 2021, where Ted Cruz it's I'm out. All the power went out, because we want to keep our independence in Texas, right? So part of being a republic is keeping our independence, so we're on a separate power grid. So when that snow apocalypse came, the whole state just shut down.
Yep.
And Ted Cruz was just I'm out, I'm going to Hawaii or whatever, and there was this huge scandal.
I remember that. Yeah,
because someone took a picture of his little dog just freezing to death in his house, looking out the window. So yeah, we get stuff like that, but mostly it's hit or miss, man. It could be 30 degrees, and then tomorrow it'll be 78 degrees, and then a week later it'll be 100.
That sounds like Tennessee, actually.
Yeah, well, yeah. We're not far.
Yeah,
so really quickly, I just want to tell everybody, if you're on here, make sure tonight, make sure you type in #RealSmoke in the comments. That way you have a chance to win a couple of gift cards from Cigar Vault Oakdale. I know you guys were waiting for me to say Beard Apothecary because I'm getting better at understanding who the hell is doing what giveaways. But we do have a lot of people on here tonight that's in the chat. So I'm posting your comments up through the evening as we do this. And if we get something, we can talk about it. But make sure that you go ahead and do the whole like, subscribe, whole baloney crap that you're supposed to do on YouTube. If you got questions, put them in there. We'll try to get to Bunny, and we'll get Justin to answer some of them. So we already have, I guess we could call them Patreon questions, but we'll get to that here in a little while. So go ahead, Mick. Go ahead and finish up what you were talking about.
No, we're still talking about the weather, so I'm good with that, man. So I guess I'll take Charles's starting line, man. Let's get this thing started. So where did a little bunny like yourself grow up, man? And what kind of kid were you? And where did you always wear the suit? Was this is how you came out the womb, or I'm trying to figure things out here, man?
What are you talking about? It's a onesie that he was in as a baby, and they just made it bigger.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So my fur does shed. My mother is a lifelong furry. And so that kind of, gave me my path was chosen at birth.
I love it.
So it's not a big deal. I was born in El Paso, Texas. Shout out to Chuco Town, best shitty taquito tacos you can get out there, Chico's Tacos. Lived there for a hot minute. We moved to Austin I spent a little stint in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Do not recommend. Horrible place to grow up as a child. And then we came back to Austin, went to high school there, joined the military. I was I want to go see the world. I've lived in Texas my whole life, minus that.
What branch?
I was in the Army.
Okay.
Yeah. So I go join the military to see the world. I get stationed at Fort Hood, Texas in Killeen, which is about 45 minutes away from Austin. Some stuff goes down there. I get injured. I get reassigned. I'm okay, cool. I'm gonna go to Germany or something. And then I get sent to Fort Sam Houston in San Antonio, Texas.
You can't get out of Texas.
Yeah, which is where that's where I ended up being medically retired out of San Antonio. So yeah. Then now we're here in San Antonio.
You're pretty much where you started.
Yeah, we moved to Alaska. I moved to Alaska back in like 2017. I spent
So let's talk about
maybe
that one.
yeah.
What made you go to Alaska?
So I'm a huge fisherman. I love fishing. I was, when I got out of the military, I was going through some stuff. And I was like, dude, I got to get away. Like, where is the farthest I can go without leaving the country? Alaska. Boom. I love fishing. No brainer, right? So I moved to Alaska, did some commercial fishing out there.
What type of fishing?
Salmon fishing. So we did like
Okay.
gill netting. Yeah. We did gill netting. So we're on like a short little 35-foot boat. You just basically drag a net behind you and bring it in. So that was cool, but I think I joined that a little late in my life because that is not for the weak, man.
How long did that last?
I did two seasons. I did 2.5 seasons.
Okay. And you worked on pretty famous boat at one time, didn't you?
The Maverick, yeah. So the Maverick was on, I think, like the earlier seasons of Deadliest Catch.
Right.
They were known to be like the smallest crab boat. Yep. And everyone picked on the Maverick because they were like so tiny and blah, blah, blah. So they ended up retiring that boat as a crab boat, and then they made it a tender, which is the boat that like goes and picks up all the fish from all the salmon fishermen and all that stuff. So that was the first boat I ever actually worked on.
Did you work with any of the guys on the show?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to spill the industry secrets, but it's all bullshit.
They don't really work it.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit more about fishing since we're there, man. So like, obviously that commercial fishing is a little bit different than actually loving fishing and being a fisherman.
Yeah.
Sure. I grew up being a trout fisherman and a bass fisherman in Canada. Like, what was your favorite style of fishing? What do you like to fish for, man? Because like I could talk fishing all day. We're not going to. Don't everybody tune out at once. But like I just wanted to know, man.
Yeah, no, I'm a huge. We're in Texas. I'm a huge bass fisherman. I like fishing for catfish. I got a little spot not too far from the house. We'll do carp, alligator gar, bass, bluegill, catfish, like everything is in that little creek. And it's so crystal clear, you can just sight fish. It's almost unfair.
It's phenomenal. That's kind of how my pond is by my lake, man. It's just you can see everything that's in there. And I've never caught a bass over like 13 inches, but man, I love topwater fishing for bass because there is nothing like them water
that blow up,
that water and blow up. Yeah, man. There's just nothing like it, man. I miss doing that in Canada because I guess more than anything, memories with my dad up there and all the fishing we did. But bass fishing, man, is just there's just nothing like it.
Yeah, I actually went fishing today for a little bit. It was too hot, so there was nothing happening. Right behind this phone here, I have a little 2-man fishing boat, and it's called the Masturbator. And on the back it says, "I eat bass."
I love it.
Nice.
So,
nice.
Which no one eats bass unless it's like sea bass. But
super rare. Yeah. You'd have to be really hungry.
the B is the only letter in that entire phrase that is lowercase.
I was envisioning that before you even said it. I love it.
So you've gone up. How long did you say you stayed in Canada? I know you worked for the fishing.
Oh no, Alaska
place. All right, I'm sorry, Alaska.
Yeah, close.
So you were up there for
right? But
yeah. So you said you fished up there for 2 seasons. Is that how long you stayed, or when did you move back?
So I was there like 2017. I landed, and then within 3 days, I was on a plane to go fish, and we did that season. Then I did 2018 season. 2019, I was like, I'm too old for this. This hurts. It's tough. So I started doing like the 5G integration for Alaska. So I was like climbing the towers and
Right.
integrating them from 3G because they didn't even have 4G. It was just like 3G, and then we went straight to 5G,
Oh wow.
which
So
is probably why I have like
was you married
brain
at the
problems.
time, or?
I was, yeah, and no longer am to that woman. 'Cause she's a devil, but yeah,
10-4 on that one.
yeah. And
Banana.
then we came back, yeah, banana. And then we came back
Banana.
in 2020 during COVID, in the midst of COVID, and
Oh,
we've been
perfect
here
time to
since,
come
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
When you can't
Yeah.
do anything.
Yeah, you know.
So, okay, so you go military, out of military, decide to go fishing, out of fishing. You're back in Texas. How long until you start getting the idea of cigars? We're in COVID right now, so
Yeah.
it seems like everybody who's kind of new into the cigars, and new, I'm saying COVID and
Sure.
now, everybody who got into cigars around that time got into it because of COVID. There was nothing else to do. Let's smoke cigars. Was that your case, or was you into it before that?
I mean, I agree with your statement. That wasn't my case. I'd been smoking for quite some time. I do believe, though, that COVID definitely exasperated my cigar smoking because everyone's like, whatever, we're all going to die anyways. Like, who cares? We got nothing to do. Let me get some of this dividend money or whatever they were calling it. And cigar industry was booming. Like 2020, 2021, that was the peak that I've been around for spending in general. Obviously COVID itself was a really shitty situation for a lot of people, but I do think that it allowed a lot of people to realize that they don't need to stay in this 9 to 5 grind working for the man, and they can kind of branch out and figure out what they want to do for themselves. And that's kind of where we fell into this. So ever since I got out of the military, I was looking for this way to express my creative outlet, right? Like, I was like, oh, I'm gonna start a clothing company, or I'm gonna start this thing called Man Camp, where you send your husbands off to this summer camp and we play with excavators and blow shit up and yada yada yada. Which I still think is a good idea, but
I agree. That's pretty sweet. I'm interested. You have my
You know?
attention. Yeah.
And then it just kind of came along. I was an admin of like a Facebook group called Vitamin C Cigars, and I was like, you know what? Let's make a cigar for the group, like just for the group. So I reached out to a buddy of mine, Jake Noble. He's out of Houston, Texas. He has like a small boutique cigar company as well. And he was at the time working with Gabby Caffey when Gabby Caffey was still in Honduras. And so we worked with them. We made a cigar for the group, and it was a hit. It went off phenomenally, right? So I was like, okay, maybe we got something going on here. So we did another one. We did Idiot Repellent with a good buddy of mine. You may know him, Matt Booth. And that sold out within like 15, 16 hours, something like that.
Damn.
So I was like, okay, cool. Now we got something. This is where I can express my creative goofiness and not take things seriously. 'Cause at
So
the end of the day,
this was just you being a part of the group. This wasn't you launching the Bunny part, right?
so yeah, not originally. Like originally it was I wanted to work with blenders and brand owners to create cigars exclusively for our group.
Okay.
And then it went so well that I was like, maybe I don't suck at this completely, and I get to kind of express myself however I want.
So how many blends did you come out with for the group before you decided that I'm going to do something on my own?
So we did like two, I want to say 2.5. And the reason why I say 2.5 is because the third one was still branded originally. It was called Cease and Desist. That was branded originally for the group, but that was kind of my coming out party, if you will, where we opened it out to everyone. It was a much bigger scale, and it was a good time. And then
I
that's
don't
kind of
know.
when I was like, let's do it.
I know I recently just saw someone smoking a idiot repellent, and I'm like, I know that has something to do with Booth, but I don't know whose cigar it is. Like, I didn't know anything about it, and that you just answered a question for me because I was losing my mind. I honestly didn't even look it up. I just saw it somewhere on Instagram, and I'm like, huh, weird.
Yeah.
So, is there still some of them out in the wild, or is that just something that just kind of they're all gone?
I thought that they were long gone because those came out in like 2021, and I think some guy recently was like getting rid of some of his collection, and he had posted them for sale, and it was
that dude in Vegas, wasn't it?
yeah, and it
That's
was
who
like
it was.
it was like a
That's who it was.
stupid price too.
Yeah.
And I don't have Facebook anymore, so I missed it, or I would have bought them back. No brainer. And I got flooded with text messages just saying,
Yep.
like, what are you doing, bro? Why didn't you buy that?
I was actually going to Vegas like 2 weeks after that. After he posted that, I was like, "Will you hold them?" And he was like, "No, you have to be here in person with money." I'm like, "Really, dude? Like, okay, cool." So
yeah,
I don't know how I was getting them back anyway, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So Mike is one of our TriStar Herf crew members. He's actually one of our officers in Middle Tennessee. He wants to know, what was your MOS in the Army?
So I was a 19 Delta, and so I started off as a 9-2 Fox, and then I reclassified as a 19 Delta, which basically, for layman's terms, gas guy, Cab Scout.
All right. So you've got 2.5 blends out there. The names that you guys chose for those, was there any reason behind it? Like, the cease and desist, was there something that happened that you were poking fun at, or was it just for the hell of it?
So we'll back up to the first one. It was called Daily Dose. And Daily Dose, we called it Daily Dose because we served it in a giant prescription bottle humidor.
Seriously?
Before
That's awesome.
Viaje.
That's awesome.
And it was just kind of fun because the group was called Vitamin C, right? And the theory behind that was like vitamin cigar. So a cigar a day will keep the doctor away.
There you go.
So that was Daily Dose. And then we did Idiot Repellent because obviously, people are like, ew, you smell like cigars. Gross. Okay, well.
So stay the fuck away.
See you later, idiot. Right. So there was that one. Cease and Desist was a preemptive thing because I knew that either at some point we were going to get a cease and desist, or we were going to send someone a cease and desist. And at any point they would try to create a cigar called cease and desist in return. So we preemptively just made that.
All right. So 2.5 cigars in, how does Bunny, Boone, the Boonie Daddy, how does this persona happen? How does the bunny suit happen? How does it all come about? Because, dang.
I mean, it goes back to, it's a boring answer, but it goes back to Alaska. During COVID, there was a giant HERF where like 100 people had RSVP'd for this HERF. It's cold outside, obviously, it's Alaska. So I was like, okay, one, I'm not allowed to smoke inside, so how do I stay warm? And two, there's gonna be so many people here. How do I kind of get some like attention or stay relevant? So I looked in the closet. I saw a Christmas Story onesie, had the Christmas Story branding on here and whatever. I was like, I never thought I'd wear that, but let's wear it. Screw it. And a good buddy of mine and a former guest of this page was on there, and he was like, "That's it. That's it. You do cigar drops. You wear a bunny suit. Bunny droppings."
That's awesome.
I was like, all right, cool. What's wrong?
Yeah, that was like, I know we never start at the present, man, but that was one of the things I wrote down. I'm like, I have to know. If I find out one thing tonight, man, it's got to be about the bunny suit and the beginnings and the origins of the bunny suit.
Yeah, I mean,
it's iconic at this point, brother.
Yeah, in hindsight, bro, like, had I known that I wasn't going to be staying in Alaska, I would have never agreed to this.
You would have been in the bunny bikini.
I'm in Texas. I'm in Florida. I'm in Vegas. And it's hot, dude. It's hot.
I don't know if this is the appropriate time to throw this in, but we had this conversation in the green room, and we got to put it out to everybody, man. So tell everybody about the suit and how you know when to change it, or how you go about changing them out.
Yeah, so I get that question a lot. People ask me, like, how many suits do you have? How often do you have to wash it? Do you wash it after every cigar? It must stink, yada, yada. And my answer is always, I have one suit at a time. I wear it. I do not wash it. I let all the stink, all my man musk, everything just kind of create this aroma. And I will wear this sucker until it stands up on its own. And when it starts standing up on its own, like it's on a Spider-Man or like in a Batcave, type situation, then we know to replace it. And then we cut a foot off of it, or a hand off, or an ear, and we frame it, give it to one of our friends, and call it a day. And we get a new one.
So, watching something that you did in the past, and you just happened to say you gave somebody a lucky rabbit's foot framed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you actually do cut parts off the suit and give them to people.
Yeah, when we retire the suit, yeah, we will give them, like, people that are important to us. We will give them a part of the suit. So any
certain people that you want to say that has certain parts of the bunny?
So I think when Matt when he went and secured the bag and sold out, as some people call it, I gave him a lucky rabbit's foot framed as like a congratulatory type thing. That's awesome. We all know he's got a foot fetish. He plays it like he doesn't. Like, he plays it like it's like some kind of haha joke, but it's real. I'm gonna let you know right now, it's real. So yeah, he's got a foot. One of my buddies, he's got an ear. I think an individual from a cigar lounge, he has like the fuzzy tail part, fluffy tail part. So yeah.
Okay, I need an ear when that one gets retired. I need an ear. I'll hang
we'll
that
make
up
it
in
happen.
the office.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. Nice little shadow box for you.
There you go.
Yep.
So I've heard you tell a couple of stories about how you met Booth. So I'll let you figure out how you're going to tell this one. So how did you come across meeting Matt Booth? Who is in the Real Smoke podcast world, who is infamous in its own story.
Yeah, so I don't know. Some people may know this, may not know this, but we actually met in Indonesia. And I was like just kind of hanging out, doing my thing. And all of a sudden there was like this huge ruckus, and like the whole village, we were staying at a small village at the time. Like this whole village just kind of came into the circle, and there was a lot of commotion and all this. So I was like looking around. I was like, what the hell's going on? And I see this naked man, and he's holding a chicken, right? Just like holding it by the wings. And he's naked. And you can just see the crazy in his eyes. Like he's not there. And he's like, I'm going to fuck this chicken. I'm going to fuck it. I'm going to fuck this chicken. And I was like, dude, let's come here. Let's talk about this. Put the chicken down. It's gonna be okay. You know? And apparently he was like on PCP or acid or something like that. And I saved him from fucking a chicken in front of an entire village, and we just became friends ever since then.
I mean, you can't get any closer than that.
I don't even know how much of that, if all of that story is true or not. I pray that it is, because it's amazing. But that's one of the best stories I've ever heard in my entire life. That is fucking amazing. As I visualize the whole thing, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Does it not sound believable? You've spoke to him.
100%. Okay. It sounds believable. I love it.
See, I can't figure out if it's true or not. So, I mean,
come on. So
Josephus wants to know.
Pink bunny suit lie to you? Come on.
No, not at all. 100% honest and trustworthy, and would never say anything that was remotely off in any way. Yeah. So Josephus wants to know, does it have a butt flap, or do you go like you're in county jail?
So the next generation is going to definitely have a butt flap, because you're at PCA, you're at smoking the Great Smoke, like it's hot. You're probably drinking, having a good time, like you get the beer shits a little bit. And it sucks having to go into like a public bathroom and you got to go into the handicap stall. I don't wear anything underneath this. And I just like hang the bunny suit over the door. You know, Acapado, don't come in here. So yeah, we would like a bunny flap in the next generation. But until then, we're going to keep doing it, you know, prison wallet style.
Amazing.
So Drifting Drams, we just talked about you. Drifting Dram says the way that the outfit has the deep V-neck, it looks like you're about to get on your road bike and ride 50 miles. Cialis don't play.
It's Cetaphil, bro. It's not Cialis. Come on.
Nick's on here. He says, this is the first time watching, and I'm a DAC member. This is fucking great. Definitely going to make it a nightly thing. Hey, Nick, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you do the whole like, subscribe thing. We do this every Thursday, and we like to have some good freaking people on like Justin. So thanks for watching.
We've been looking forward to this one, man. And I know a lot of people have said about how great of a time you are, man. And I've seen your lives and your videos as well, man. And Cigar Vault, Norm, he's like, man, you got to have him on. And we were booked so far out when we first talked about it, but man, I'm glad we're finally making it happen, because you're definitely making me laugh, man. And I just love people that are real, man. You know, I mean, like it sucks when you get somebody on here that just wants to only talk about which obviously we want to talk about the brand too, but like we like to have fun, we like to enjoy the show and kind of lead in, you know, and learn a little bit behind the scenes, man. And it just doesn't always happen, man. So I appreciate you being like an open book for us, brother.
Yeah, like life is not that serious. Yeah. I don't know how else to explain it. Like this industry, it doesn't have to be that serious. Like you can have fun with it. Just make sure your product doesn't suck.
Absolutely.
And then if your product doesn't suck, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can wear a pink bunny suit.
See, like, that's the crazy thing about legacy cigars. We always talk about legacy versus craft or boutique, whatever you want to call it. You know, legacy is so uptight. They want to wear the 3-piece suit, the tie, and everything's got to be prim and proper. I mean, that doesn't fly. I mean, you're in Texas, we're in Tennessee. You go south of Tennessee, you go in. I mean, the suit and tie thing doesn't work too well around here. We want to be laid back. We want to have fun. And that's what I love about the boutique industry, is that, you know, they want more of the brotherhood instead of the profession. You know, it's not professionalism. It's, I guess, uptightism.
Well, look, I mean, every brand has its own alley, right? Like we're definitely in a different lane than legacy. I'm sure if, you know, my son's son inherited a cigar company that has been around since 1900s, early 1900s, that we'd probably expect him to wear a suit, because that's how it went down, right? I mean, but now that's a different culture, it's a different time, and we can kind of have fun with it and just kind of if we don't take ourselves seriously, we don't take the branding or like the marketing seriously. I mean, we did Prison Wallet, we did Soap on a Rope, we did BBW. You know what I mean? Like, you can have fun while enjoying a cigar. It doesn't have to be, well, my grandpa's grandpa smoked this, so that's all I'm gonna smoke.
So I'm gonna, man, you just reminded me. So Norm kind of gave us a few questions to ask tonight, just behind the scenes.
Lord.
And he asked, and then you just reminded me.
Let's go ahead and go through some of those, and we'll go back into some of the other stories. Let's alternate. I'll let you go first.
All right. So since you touched on it, what's the meaning behind some of the cigar names? BBW specifically, and heavy metal.
So Norm asked you to ask these questions?
Oh,
Yeah,
we
well,
have a lot of questions that and we've been prepped, and there's been quite a few people at Cigar Vault Oakdale who have asked us to ask certain questions. So we're going to go into some of those.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll make sure to text Norm when we get off and thank him for all of his.
Oh, that's in there too. He said to make sure to let you know who asked the questions, so you know who to kill later.
Yeah. So BBW that's an easy one, right? I love Betty White. Golden Girls growing up, I used to like fake being sick to stay home from school, and I'd watch like Maury, Jerry Springer. Then we'd flick on to like some Nickelodeon crap in the day, and then we'd flick back on and it'd be like Golden Girls and Full House or whatever, right? Betty White, she's a bad mofo. So when she passed, I would feel like I was doing the world a disservice not to honor her. So we did the BBW, which she was a thick little gal, and it stands for Badass Betty White.
I love it. Yeah. She was. I think she's underrated overall for how fucking funny she really was. And
she had such a dry, like children's like humor on that show. Like
on that show. But if you caught her like in stand up or
that's what I was about to say. But if you go stand up, that girl's raw.
She was raunchy, like Bob Saget.
She was raw.
House.
I was just gonna say Bob Saget.
Bob Saget's a menace, dude. He's a menace.
He was one of the dirtiest fucking comedians ever, and he was on the cleanest show in the world.
Yeah, so raunchy. No wonder the Olsen twins are all screwed up.
Well, I was thinking about Bob Saget on what was it? He was on there with Dave Chappelle. I can't remember the movie. Anyways, it was
when he's like, "You ever suck dick for coke?"
Yeah,
On how 100%. High?
Yeah, how high. Yeah. So I mean, that was literally his stand up, and it was like Red Fox. You watched him on Sanford and Son. He was just the old grouchy old dude. But some of the first comedy I ever heard was Red Fox. Mm-hmm. You listen to his stuff, and you sit back in the 70s when he was coming out with that stuff, and you're like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah. I mean, so we just pay, respects where respects are due. Heavy Metal was a little bit of a different
such a good
story.
cigar.
Yeah, it was a great cigar made by Reyes Cubanos. Great cigar. They do a lot of great stuff that probably people don't even know that they're enjoying something out of that factory. So that was a project that we did, and it was with a bigger conglomerate of a company. And we kind of had to, PG our marketing, right? Like I couldn't do like butt jokes or, whatever, prison jokes, yada yada. So we kind of PG'd it out. Heavy Metal looks cool. There's a bad, rat just banging on the drums. Well, so what that really meant was a while back I had a stroke, and turned out that I had some like heavy metal toxicity in my system. aka, you know, heavy metal poisoning. So the rat, if you notice, he's got the X's in his eyes, and
Yeah.
so it's just kind of an homage to that. It's kind of making light of crappy things
Did
that
you
happen in your
did you
life.
find
You know,
out how that happened?
I did, yeah.
Banana.
And yeah, we're no longer we're no longer there in that situation anymore. So that's cool.
Quit living under power lines and playing in coal mines.
Yeah, you know, it must have been from all the fish I was catching. You know, too much iodine poisoning there, or it could have been my ex-wife. I don't know. One of the two. You make it make sense. I don't know.
I will say the only cigar I haven't had from yours is the Betty White. But I remember when that one hit Instagram, that thing was as viral as COVID ever wanted to be. I mean, that was everywhere.
Yep. Yeah, I mean there's two iterations, right? We did the original BBW, and yeah, it was a hit. Like, it was right when she passed. You know, I don't want to say that we took advantage
No,
of
but
her
you struck when the
passing,
iron
but
was hot.
yeah, but I mean we wanted to pay respect, and we had a cool little bundle sticker, and it was Betty, you know, with throwing up the middle finger and whatnot.
You have
And it
to
was a
admit, if she would have saw it, she would have loved it, and she would have
yeah,
pushed it herself.
yeah,
That would have been her
exactly.
personality. She
That
would have
was
loved
my
it.
thought. That was my thought behind it, right? Like, Betty would love this, so I'm cool with it. I don't feel bad about doing it. And then we did BBW 2.0, and we leaned a little bit more on like the BBW aspect. And so it came in like a 10 count box, and it was a very thick silhouette sliding down a pole. And it if you bought a 10 count box, it came with a surprise pack of 3XL paintings, lacy paintings.
Nice.
And
Right.
yeah, there was different colors, so you didn't know what color you were going to get. We had grown men sending us
Collect all
emails.
6.
Yeah, we had grown men sending us emails being like, these fit perfectly. Here's a photo. And I was like, okay, was not expecting that. Amazing. We had people complain that, you know, they bought cigars, and then their wife found a giant pair of panties, and they were upset because they were getting cheated on with some rhinoceros of a woman. You know,
Nope.
so
It's just Mr. Bunny.
yeah, it's just Bunny, you know. It's
This
just
is Bunny.
Bunny's gently used. I did make sure to put every pair on individually for at least 10 seconds. I can send you, if anyone has a box of BBW and you want it, I can send you a certificate of authenticity. Uh, yeah, that word.
Authenticity.
There we go.
Hey, Mick,
Saying that I wore
I
them
think you
for 10
found a
seconds.
friend.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go into some of the other names. I mean, you did have Prison Wallet. You did have some of the
Yep.
other ones. How does some of the? I mean, come on, some of these names have to come from somewhere. So, I mean, we understand what they mean, but
Sure.
how did it happen?
Yeah, so we did a little stint at Iron Lung Penitentiary for about 3.5 years, and during that time, you know, we just decided that we wanted to share some of our experiences. So soap on a rope, that was not one of my greatest experiences that I had to experience at Iron Lung Penitentiary. So we wanted to bring that to the people. Prison Wallet. I have 2 younger children. I wanted to stay in touch with them. So I needed to make sure that I had a cell phone. I needed to make sure I had cigars because no one was putting money on my books. So cigars were my way of getting like ramen packets or anything like that. And so that's why we did the nice Solomon Vitola, because that was the easiest one to smuggle in, essentially.
To deposit into the
Yeah, it's the easiest one coming in, and it's the easiest one coming out because it's got that tapered point on both ends. So
I get it.
yeah. So I mean, other than that, like basically, like I said, I got ADHD, man. I'm all over the place, all over the time. and I will wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, prison wallet, write it down. And I'll write it down and then it becomes a cigar.
The ADHD, the ADD, I get that one because I don't know how many times either Mick or I have gotten up, for work at 6 o'clock in the morning, and there's already a text that was sent like at 5:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey, we got to do this shit. This bit is killing it. We've got to do this bit. We need to dive more into this. And it's like, what were you doing at 2 o'clock in the morning to come up with this shit? Don't worry about it. I woke up in the middle of the night, thought about it. Let's go.
You have no idea. At like 4:30 in the morning, I'm getting ready for work and I'm writing shit down on my fucking notes for the show for the next day. I'm like, shit, I don't want to forget about this. And it's weird how the mind works when you're all over the place.
Yeah,
but it's great.
Again, it's just, what can I do that might be a little uncomfortable, but that makes the uncomfortable like forced to become comfortable with it, right? I mean, because we got people who, I have retailers, like I loved Prison Wallet. Obviously, that's not going to sit on the shelf. That's fine. It's not for everyone, right? Like we have stuff that we're going to have fun with, and then we can kind of class it up a little bit and have some stuff that might sit on the shelf better. Like I understand. I get it. But I want to have fun too. If you're gonna make me come to an event in a bunny suit, let me have my fun.
I'm about to say, nobody's making you. You kind of did that one to yourself. I'm just
That's
saying.
fair. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Correct.
I mean,
I will say
I have a hard time every time. You're like me. You are very animated when you talk. That's what I do for a living is talk. So I'm very animated. And I'm sitting over here watching you, and your ears are just doing this. And I don't know if I'm distracted, turned on, or bothered by it. It's just.
You're right. No one forces me to wear it. But how would you have felt if I showed up to this show in plain clothes?
It would have been great if you would have showed up in a tux wearing just nothing but bunny ears.
Oh, I'm
that
getting married
been
soon.
Freaking hilarious.
Wait till
you're getting married.
Oh yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
We stay getting. Third time's a charm is what they say.
I love it.
She's
man.
great though. She's cool.
That's awesome, man. You finally found that person. But I was
congratulations to you and Mrs. Bunny.
Yeah, she doesn't poison me either. So that's like my favorite part about her, honestly.
No heavy metals, huh?
Yeah. No.
Oh, that's great. You said though about classing it up for the shelf, man. Like your cigars are one that always stands out to me. Whether I'm scrolling on Cigar Vault's website or I'm somewhere and I see your cigar, I'm like they always stand out because of the names, because of the labels. And you've made that brand, which to me, that's what it's all about, man. You make your mark on the industry, and people, as soon as they see that label or they see online or whatever, they know it's your cigar, which is fucking phenomenal. It's the whole game,
Yeah, it's obviously, there's a lot of shelf space and competition, and I treat, to a certain extent, cigars like I treat them food, right? Like we eat with our eyes first. So if something is presented in a boring or plain Jane fashion, it could be the best hamburger you've ever tasted, but it might not get that dopamine rush going. And if you put it against 15 other hamburgers right next to each other, I might go for a hamburger that doesn't taste as well, but looks better. And so I look at it, same with cigars. Like you want to stand out a little bit, but there is a fine line where you don't want to cross that threshold,
So really quickly, we do have a lot of people who's just jumped on here. Guys, if you see the ticker of on the bottom, if you go to Cigar Vault Oakdale and you type in hashtag Real Smoke, you can get 10% off of whatever you want on there, but for tonight only until midnight tonight, or at least 11:59 Eastern. If you type in hashtag real, or if you type in real smoke, and then you do it again and type in real bunny 20, not only you're going to get our 10% off, you're going to get 20% off as well. It's going to leave you off with 30% off of anything that you want across the board. It's gonna be 20% off of any bunny products that you want. So go do that. Go check out the cigars he's talking about that Cigar Vault has. Once again, if you go in there and type in Real Bunny 20, you're going to get 20% off of all bunny products that is on the site. So I do want to ask, by the way, everybody type in also hashtag real smoke in the comments, and you have a chance to win one of two $25 gift cards from Cigar Vault tonight. You have to be live and present to win. So coming up with some of these names like this, whether it's retailers, whether it's Instagram people, or whether it's podcast people, or anybody in the industry, when it comes to some of the names and the products that you put out there, what is some of the, whether it's, praise, or whether it's, they try to push you away, what is some of the, the feedback that you've gotten from it? What are some of the experiences that you've received from the brand?
I mean, honestly, any of our like crazier off the wall stuff, we did like a Thanksgiving cigar called Turkey Baster, and it was literally just a turkey with a turkey baster, just making the Kim Kardashian, like, when she had the champagne bottle on her ass. Like, we done breakfast burritos, just a burrito, like murking everybody with a machine gun. I haven't personally had any like negative feedback from the consumer base. Some retailers like, I love that marketing. We can't put that in our shop. Understandable, whatever. You don't want to have a middle finger band that says prison wallet on it. Get it. Cool. We'll make something work for you. Other than that, I mean, we've really only had like one or two haters in the industry that
who's your haters?
Said that they didn't prefer our branding.
Are you willing to talk about some of those haters? Or
I mean, yeah,
Banana,
we kind of call him Voldemort. I'm not going to give him the pleasure of putting his name out there like he so graciously does for myself. I think we're all aware he's burned a lot of people in the past, and it is what it is. But we'll take it, because if you're gonna hate, like, there's no such thing as bad publicity, right?
I'm about to say, you got a lot of publicity all over the internet, whether it was YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or whatever. Voldemort gave you a lot of free publicity that you didn't have at the time.
Yeah, I appreciated every moment of it. And at the end of the day, like, it is what it is, and if you want to let me live in your head rent free, I will gladly pop a squat.
I'm just thinking, how much would that publicity, or people driving them to your Instagram page or your Facebook page or your website, how much would that have costed in the long run? And it basically just happened.
I mean, yeah, quite frankly, like, curiosity kills the cat. So if you mention something on this podcast and I don't know anything about it, I'm gonna go look it up. And if I go look it up and I'm like, yo, I kind of mess with this. Like, I like this. Let me see what this is about. Boom. Free customer acquisition. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.
So really quickly, Frank with Cigar Army is on here tonight. He says, love the fine hats you guys are wearing tonight. Hey. By the way, Cigar Army right here. Got a little Cigar Army right here, and drinking out of some Cigar Army right here. So
I was talking to Frank yesterday.
Frank's
last night,
amazing.
actually.
Great guy.
Yeah, he was kind of
I'm,
giving me the heads up on you guys.
I'm
Lord.
cheating on the tumbler, but I am rocking a Haze gray tumbler that I got this weekend. So I went with wine tonight, man. I haven't done it in a long time, but with a Habano, I love dry red wine, and this is a bourbon barrel aged wine. And holy fuck,
okay.
does it hit with a cigar, man? It's unbelievable. I'm drinking the whole bottle, so who knows where I'll be by the end of the show. But cheers.
So I've never had a bourbon finished wine, but I've had like a sherry cask finished bourbon.
Those are good too.
Yeah, not bad.
All right, so courtesy of Norm, ask him about how he earned the title of breaker of chairs on deck.
So in Texas, it's hot, right? And I go buy these like, those cheap little lawn chairs, like the little foldable, like ones soccer moms take to go see their kids play soccer, those kind of chairs. I buy a couple of those, I'd go outside, I'd smoke, sit in those chairs, I'd come back inside. The sun would rot the crap out of them. And I would sit down and I'd be on a hearth and I'd be sitting here smoking, talking like this. All of a sudden, just boom, sink right through the middle. And it happened, I think it happened 3 times, 2 times on camera with witnesses. And I think the first one, I physically had to call for help to get out of the chair because I was like kissing my knees. And so they gave me the breaker of chairs title. I believe I'm the only person that holds that role. I may be mistaken.
You are the breaker of chairs. Got it.
You definitely got me by one. One of the first pictures of me ever having this, like I've smoked cigars off and on my whole life, but I never became a consistent cigar smoker until about 4 or 5 years ago. And I was on a chair, one of the exact same chairs that you freaking just said about, around a campfire, and no fucking body would help me get out of that chair. I was sitting there smoking my cigar for like 10 minutes. It was the worst thing ever.
Yep.
But you just brought back bad memories. But there's pictures.
Yeah, you
of
just
that
kind of
somewhere.
accept it, and you're like, well, okay, this
Yeah.
is where I live now.
At least I have a cigar, I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, so I will
right.
move on, I guess, to the
I'm
next
about to
question.
say, do you want to go to the next one?
Yeah, let's go to the next one. I don't think there's a whole lot there we can talk about chairs anymore. So Charlie asks, why are you hardcore, and how did you change the lotto game?
Oh, Puff, man. So Puff is one of the guys that I've known for a good time. He's one of my Canadian brethren. He's also a founder and admin of that Vitamin C's Facebook page I was talking about. And he's also an admin of DAC and founder of DAC. And he thinks it's funny because when I was like 17, so by the time I was 18, I had like 15 tattoos. There was this dude had a shop in Austin. It's called Telepathic, and it was Larry the Leopard, the guy with like all the leopard tattoos all over his body with the whiskers, and then the lizard guy. What is his name?
Yeah, the guy with the pork tongue and shit. I know
Yeah, it's got the spread tongue. He's got the little horns and all that. So they had that shop, and I caught wind that as long as you just said, "Oh, I forgot my ID," or "Here's a 6-pack of Lone Star Light," like whatever, they kind of would just do it. So I was pretty tatted up, and at that time I had a flatter core, and so I have hardcore tattooed like Tupac style underneath my belly button, which is now more like softcore porn. But so that's how that happened. And then what was the follow-up question? That's why I'm hardcore. What was the follow-up question?
How you changed the lotto game. I don't know what that means. That's what it said. Maybe it's misspelling. I don't know.
I'm not entirely sure. So I mean, Vitamin C was a lotto-driven group. I know that they got banned by Facebook quite a bit of times, and I know how to. I have a way with words with administrative people and to be like, prove, maybe this comes from my mom being an attorney, but I grew up arguing my whole life, and I was like, prove to me that we violated anything. So I got us out of a lifetime ban twice. I don't know if that's where he's going, but
No clue. There was no explanation, but we'll go with that. The first part was awesome, though. I feel you, man. I got some tattoos early on too that I'm like, cool. That don't look like it used to. So I'm with you.
Yeah, it's that like pickled onions right now. The suit.
Okay, so Josephus says on a scale from 1 to red onions, where is the bunny suit at the moment?
Yeah, it's pickled, bro. It's pickled.
All right, so everybody over at the Cigar Vault says the evolution of the bunny suit, and if the rumor he wore it to get Matt Booth's attention is true or not.
To get Matt Booth's attention? No.
Yeah.
I wasn't wearing this in Thailand. So it wasn't to get his attention. It was just to say if, there was like a couple hundred people on there, like,
I will say the last one that they mentioned on here is, are you willing to give more meaning behind the cigar names, meaning heavy metal?
I mean, it's pretty simple. Like, heavy metal poisoning. I was poisoned with heavy metals. Dead rat banging the drums. Heavy metal music. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how much further we. You want to know like my lab results, or
No.
like I'm confused.
I'm just going by the questions that was sent to us.
No, man, I honestly got to say, I mean, I know I said it earlier, but finding a way to stand out in an industry that is so hard, it's still producing an amazing product at the price point that you're at, man, is fucking outstanding. Like I truly enjoy your sticks, man, and I like what you're doing, and I like that you're you, man, and just talking to you on here, I'm like, man, like what's next? I mean, I know we're not quite there yet, I guess, to the what's next part, but like I'm already interested.
Let's talk about what's currently going on. What cigars are currently out there that you're pushing that is a mainstay of the Bunny brand? What kind of thing? What cigars are you? What is your portfolio right now? Something that's not literally limited release, but maybe is just like core line.
Yeah, so we do have a lot of limited releases, and we do kind of focus on that. We are pivoting from that. We're not going away from the LEs entirely by any means, but we're trying to make something a little bit more accessible for the consumer who enjoys our cigars and doesn't want to wait 3 to 4 to 5 months for the next one. So what we did was we started working on a core line. We have the Habano, the Maduro, and the Connecticut. I believe I was smoking the Habano. Those we sent out to Norm at the Cigar Vault exclusively, and a big reason why we did that was Norm has always supported us, Miguel, and also the DAC community in a whole, right? So I've worked with the DAC community on feedback and stuff. We've done test blends that we've sent out, and I just kind of want to know like what those people are thinking. So we sent out the first iteration, got some pretty decent feedback. Some people were saying that the Maduro wasn't strong enough or bold enough, which me personally, I don't always think a Maduro has to be bold or strong or, but I listen. So I get it. I understand. So we made a little change to that. And now the final mainstay of the Maduro is available there. And we're still kind of working on finishing the Connecticut and the Habano. I believe for the most part, people are happy with that blend. what I want to do is I'm trying to transition all of them into a 6x52, so they're all uniform. Right now, we have a 6x50, a 6x52, and a 6x56. So I kind of just want to uniform them all. Um, However, when you change the ring gauge or the circumference of a cigar, you're changing, whether you're using the same tobacco or not, you are changing the flavor profile of the cigar because you're using more or less filler, more or less wrapper, more or less binder. So we're kind of trying to tweak it a little bit on those two to make them uniform to the 6x52. So those are regularly available at the Cigar Vault, Oakdale.
So
And
Billy
then,
wants to know, what are some of the ring gauges that you most likely or you most regularly make? What do you enjoy? What do you want to
so
make?
what I enjoy, and like if it was up to me, I would smoke a 6x48 all day. I love a Lancero
That's
as
me.
well. The thing is like there's a reason why a lot of those aren't out there, right? And in my opinion, there's a couple reasons. One is you can't hide behind the filler. Like there's not a whole lot of filler there. So the blend is the blend. And it is what it is, right? So that's why you don't traditionally see a whole lot of that. I think in America, at least, Robusto and Toros are the most common, and the Toro's like the best bang for your buck as far as what you're buying versus what you're smoking. Some companies will make a Robusto be like 50 cents or 25 cents cheaper than the Toro. That's nonsense. That shouldn't be happening. But I like making the Toro. I like a good, hour 45, 2 hour smoke. And I think that the rest of the consumer base does as well. So we do that.
I
We
think
have played around with all sorts of stuff, though.
I think 48 to 52 would be what I would enjoy the most. Anything over a 52, 54 is getting too big for what I enjoy. I like
Yep.
if I could get something right around a 50 every time, that's my happy medium. So,
Yep. Yeah, we've done Churchills, Torpedoes, Solomons, Lanceros, Robustos, Barber Poles. We just play around with what we play around with. We try to offer something different, especially in the LE space, because it's going to be a one and done.
Yeah.
So we can kind of have a little bit more creativity there. But as far as like the core line goes and front facing products, yeah, like a 6x52 is probably where we're at.
I will say a box press is my favorite cigar ever. But like
Yep.
I'm more of a Toro guy, but a box press to me, I don't know, for whatever reason, it takes every great blend I've ever had to another level.
Yeah,
But
100%.
every person that I trust in this industry always says about Lanceros, and even I will agree, a Corona is a great size because you'll really
Yeah.
get that true flavor profile from it. But I
100%.
just can't do the Lancero. I got too big of fucking hands, and I just feel like an idiot smoking it every time. I don't know.
Oh,
It's
and
just
that's the
not
thing.
my thing.
that's what she
People
didn't
feel
say.
dainty. People feel dainty smoking it, right? So, like, once you can get past that, you can enjoy.
I don't even really think it's a feeling for me because I really don't care what people think ever about me in life. But I don't
Yeah.
know. It just feels weird to me. I don't know. It is what it is. But
So Nick goes on here and says, "Why does a box press taste so much better?" So for you guys who love, I'm not a box press guy. I have so many issues with it. But for you guys who do love a good box press, why is a box press? Why does it taste so much better?
man, I wish somebody could answer that for me as well. I mean, honestly, it's just some of my favorite cigars over the past couple of years have all been box press, and I think to me it's the consistent draw, and I feel like I'm getting more of the actual flavor profile of the cigar. I don't know why it doesn't make sense because it's just a shape, but to me, I just feel like I'm getting so much more of the flavor profile of the cigar. I don't know.
So, my personal opinion is we have 5 different sensory palate tasters in our mouth, right? We have the side of our cheeks, we have our tongue, top of the tongue, back or top of the sinus palate, and back of the throat. That's why cutting a cigar differently changes the flavor profile of a cigar. A box press changes the way that you're holding the cigar in your mouth. Just, organically, it's a square shaped instead of an oval or circle shape. So it hits different sensory palates, in my opinion. And also, you're able to kind of chomp down on it a little bit more. And when you're able to chomp down, like I met an old time cigar smoker when I first started smoking cigars, and the guy would swear he would just gnaw on his cigar for like a day or two prior to even smoking it. And he would just sit there, just sit on it and just kind of have it in his mouth and chomp on it. And you also get, you get nicotine content like that. You get a little bit of the cold draw, you get the wrapper taste itself without actually smoking anything. So I think the shape does affect it just in the way that it's activating your palate. But I don't know the science. We would have to ask a blender on that.
Yeah,
So
I definitely don't have anything else to add to that, man. That was perfectly put. But it's just weird that, like, I'd say 5 out of my top 10 cigars over the past like 2 years of consistently smoking a few cigars every week. I mean, it's every week on Herf Day, on Pod Day, on what we're doing. So it's just weird to me that like maybe 5 out of those top 10 are box press, and I can't put a finger on it, but I'm drawn to them now because I feel like it's something that I personally enjoy, and that's really what this is. It's all what your palate is, why you enjoy it.
It's all subjective.
It's all subjective. I just cannot fully put a finger on it, but it's just what I like. So it is what it is.
So going into what you like, Norm wants to ask, because I'm talking to him live right now. He wants to know if when you unzip the bunny suit,
Mm-hmm.
do the ladies start hollering?
Well, our saying, you got to sweat to make them wet. However, what I have found traditionally is that it's more of the middle-aged men that get a better reaction than the ladies. Which I'm here for, like, your market, I get it. Like, it is what it is. But
as long as they're going home with a handful of cigars, man, that's all that matters.
Yeah, and a box full of panties,
That's right.
There you go. So what does the Bunny brand, the Booney brand, what does it have coming up in the future?
So we got a couple projects lined up. We have one coming late October, early November, hopefully. Things never kind of pan out the way they're supposed to pan out. That one is going to be called the Anti-Drama Drama Cigar Club.
Nice.
Because,
I like that. We actually need that cigar. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I like that.
So that'll be a full box product made out of Ventura in the DR. That'll be pretty awesome. It's slightly limited. I think we're making 300 boxes of those 10-count boxes.
Oh wow, that's really limited.
Yeah. Well, we do smaller LEs too, but so there'll be like 300 boxes of those, and then we have another project that'll probably churn out the new year, and that'll be called Label Boy.
Okay, so why?
So Label Boy, we just kind of want to focus on the fact, kind of cancel out all the noise, and let's just focus on not like, you don't want to go buy a Gucci bag for the Gucci label, right? That's why people buy it, but that doesn't mean it's a better bag than a bag that you can go get somewhere significantly cheaper that just doesn't have that oomph behind it. So my challenge and my goal is, okay, let's make the best cigar that we can make, and I truly do feel like that cigar is going to be the best one that we have made to date. And let's put it in some pretty fancy packaging. But let's not charge super fancy packaging prices. And let's show you that the marketing and the branding has nothing to do with it. The product speaks for itself, and that's what's important. Like,
Hell
yes,
yeah.
I get it. We want to take pictures on Instagram. We want to, show everyone what we're smoking, and that is important. But at the end of the day, we're buying this cigar, right? We're buying the cigar, the tobacco, the dead leaves first, and we're justifying the purchase of this with the marketing. And I don't want that. I want people to justify the marketing because of the product itself.
So looking at some of the cigars that you have on Cigar Vault, I'm looking at, it's a price point that is, you've got great cigars that are on the price point that's below a lot of other cigars. So are you looking at putting stuff out there at a lower price point that's more accessible to people? Or is it we just happen to get lucky and
so
that's
the
what you're
core
putting there?
line the core line is at a very reasonable, accessible price. I think those cigars would justify and qualify at some of our LE price points. It wasn't so much about getting the money or whatever. It was we wanted to give people who hadn't tried the brand a approachable price point to where they would feel comfortable thinking, if I hate this, okay, I didn't go break the bank, right? So we want them to be able to approach this our core brand, fall in love with it, and then follow our brand, and then feel comfortable being able to make that purchase on some of the more premium products that we have without having to take that gamble. I mean, I don't think that anyone who has taken that gamble has been upset. I could be wrong, but I understand, why am I going to spend X amount of dollars on some guy in a bunny suit? Like, this can't be serious. Then you smoke the product and you're like, oh, it's pretty serious.
So Mashbill was to put something up there, and I'm just going to leave it up here for you. You can answer any way that you want, but
banana.
I mean, look, here's the deal. Everything is subjective, and you can presume whatever you want to presume. I am officially going on statement and saying that I have no idea what you're talking about.
Very well played, brother. Very well played.
So
love it.
Yeah, I mean,
no, I gotta say, getting people in on your core line at a great price point, man, is a great way to go. Because I will say I've had your Maduro, I've had your Habano. I just have a hard time buying any Connecticut. I'm just being honest, but
dude,
it's just
try it. I'm not a big Connecticut fan. I'm not a big Connecticut fan.
I was about to say the same thing. I'm not a Connecticut fan. I've had the Connecticut. It hits different than a regular Connecticut.
Any Connecticut we do, I understand there's a market for it, but I'm also not a huge Connecticut fan, so I'm going to put my own spin on it. I will squat over that thing and bunny drop all over it.
All right, fuck it. I'll buy a Connecticut tomorrow. But
we can do $7.
I'm just saying though, like that's awesome, an awesome way to look at it to get people in on it, because you're right, you're producing a great product. I will say, I'm not going to go into my review right now, but I will say the construction on that fucking thing was better than most $15 to $20 cigars I had this year. So
yeah, construction's important. I don't think it makes the cigar. I'm not a believer that how big your ash is means that it's a higher quality tobacco, but
agreed.
It's
but
important.
It tells a story. It tells a story on that you want you want a good product out there with your name on it. And the construction does tell a story to me. I mean, that thing stacked dimes the whole way through. Just because I don't feel like wearing the ash, I was tapping it off after about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. But who knows how long it would have went. Not that it really matters, but the construction stood out to me, man. I did not touch it up once. It was a razor sharp line the whole way through, man. It was awesome. So I mean, for that price point for a great construction, good stick, man, it was awesome.
That's why construction is important to me. Just for that reason alone, is I don't believe cigars should be work. Right? We smoke cigars to get away from work. We smoke cigars to relax. I don't want to I love an Andalusian Bull. Love that cigar. I hate how I constantly have to work with it. You know what I mean?
It's a
job.
constant touch up.
Yeah, it's a 2.5 hour commitment of constantly touching up that cigar. And
see, my ADD my ADHD loves to fiddle with a cigar.
Yeah.
But when it gets to the point to where I can't enjoy it because I have to do it, I don't like it.
I do have another cigar that I'm excited to try. I just need to ask Justin, has he ever tried a Black Jesus after supper? I'm just asking the question.
You know,
Charles is even shaking his head. This is great.
I wish I got the reference. It sounds like a great time though.
So we walked into
There's no reference. It's an actual cigar that we were in Memphis and we went to a lounge. About 12 of us bum rushed the lounge and just walked in, and that was the cigar that was out there. And everybody in the group bought the entire load that they had. And there's no reference. It's just a cigar that nobody had ever heard of.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was like a rusty trombone or a dirty Houdini or something like that. So I was like,
I'll let you know how I'll let you know how it is, man. But yeah, we bought them all because it has Black Jesus walking on water, smoking a cigar, and it's after supper for some reason. I don't understand the whole reference either, but it's I'm excited to try it.
So Billy wants to know, what is your favorite pairing beverages with your cigar?
Sparkling water, 100%.
Yeah, I get that.
I have a little soda stream thing where I can make my own carbonated water, and it depends, right? Like if I'm smoking because I want to analyze the cigar, sparkling water cleanses the palate, activates the taste buds. It doesn't interfere with any lingering thing. If I'm smoking a cigar because I just want to have fun, hang out with my buddies, fucking bourbon all day. But it also depends. I'm not gonna smoke a 6x64 at 8 o'clock in the morning with a cup of coffee, double Ajero, double Maduro either. So it kind of just depends on the time and the place.
See, that's funny because usually when I do the final review for whatever we're doing a cigar, it's about 8 o'clock in the morning. So it doesn't matter if it's a Connecticut or a Maduro. So
yeah,
anytime I'm doing the review for the cigar, it's always sparkling water. It's usually just liquid death, sparkling water. If it's something I'm smoking to enjoy, tonight I started off with Early Times Bottle and Bond, just a good normal.
One of my favorite, man. $25, it's so underrated. We don't talk about it on public platforms because we've seen what happened to Four Roses and Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. We don't need it to get Bourbon of the Year and then shoot McKenna 10. We don't need all that. So
I will say that when it was the metal screw top, when Brown Foreman had Early Times, it was a great whiskey. It was phenomenal. Now it's a good whiskey, but you can't beat the price of it. So that's what I usually drink it with. And then I go with something like the rest of the night I'm drinking tequila and liquid death lime. So
nice.
So something just light and refreshing. So I I guess my final question is one of the things that I've wanted to know is, we talked about what were some of the things that some of the shop owners or whatever gave you, some of the grief or whatever that they gave you with your brand. What's everybody else giving you about your brand? You've got a cult following that is like none other. There are people that praise your cigars more than a lot of others. What is some of the feedback that you're getting from just normal cigar smokers?
So I don't think, as much as I would love to say it's a cult following, I don't think it is a cult following. I think kind of where my advantage is that I have been in this community with these people prior to this. So they've been able to kind of see like the progression and the buildup, right? And these are my friends, and I'm accessible, and I jump on herfs, and we, half of DAC is coming to my wedding. Like,
Nice.
It's not so much of that nature. It's just more so, I think you want to see your friends succeed, and you want to see your friends do something, and there's kind of something cool about being able to reach out and touch a brand that you are enamored with or happy with or whatever, and so I think that that's kind of the advantage there, is just being able to be accessible and being basically like, most of these people are just my friends. We
See, I
share
put
Airbnbs
you in your
together.
brand. I put you and your brand up there with what Room 101 and Matt Booth did a few
Dude.
years back.
Exactly.
Because
I was gonna say that.
he had an eccentric way about presenting his cigars. And it was something that, if you were mainstream heritage, very uptight about your cigars, you didn't kind of fall in line with what he was, presenting.
Right.
But if you were out there trying to try new stuff and try stuff that was good, but yet, have somebody who has a personality, you kind of went with him. It was the same thing with JD Drew when he started out his stuff. He was such an eccentric kind of guy to look at. And when you look at your upcoming and how you got started and what you're doing now, you're the same way. You're that eccentric kind of person who's got this following that it's not only the cigar, but they're following. I mean, in layman's terms, they're falling in love with, what you're doing as a person, as a brand, but they're falling in love with the cigars that you're producing because you're putting out some great shit. So
the trajectory is right.
Yeah, it's all the same.
I appreciate it. I mean, I think that's important. Like, if the better we can make the product, the more we can fuck around in other ways.
Yeah.
And so you let the product speak for itself, and then you can be yourself. You're not going to catch me wearing a suit. I mean, I'm not going to wear a 3-piece suit. I'm only going to wear a 1-piece suit. So
I was about to say, I love it. Again, it would be hilarious to see you in that 3-piece suit. It looks so normal until it gets to your head, and it's fucking bunny ears that's like 10 feet tall. I mean,
we'll
that would be great.
I'll let you know.
That's like the next PCA kind of deal.
So I want to pivot here. I want to take control.
Uh-oh.
I want to kind of flip the script on you guys, and I want to be the host for a minute. I like doing trivia.
I love it.
Oh, Lord.
I want to ask you guys some trivia questions and kind of see where your knowledge is. Are you guys down?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
We're in trouble.
How about this? Whoever wins, I will send a little care package to.
It'll be Charles. His palate's way better than mine, but we'll see where we're at. Let's go.
Okay. So we're going to start off with some easy ones, okay?
Yeah.
Who introduced tobacco to Europe?
The Spaniards.
Cubans.
Mitch. That would be Christopher Columbus.
Oh, we were looking for a name. Fuck.
Yep,
Oh,
yep,
okay.
yep. So I guess we'll give that point to Charles. All right. Where did the saying "close but no cigar" originate from?
It came from fairs where they were throwing a ball and they would win cigars at the press.
Exactly what he said.
And if you would
Because
lose, they would say close.
The prize was a cigar.
Okay. All right. So 2-1. 2-1. Okay. Now this one, how'd this one get in here? Okay. So you're gonna have 4 options. Okay. You're gonna guess who said this quote. I'm gonna read the quote and then I'm going to give you the options. Okay. Quote, "I want you to visit Planned Parenthood. That's our Holocaust museum." Now, was that Andrew Tate, Donald Trump, Adolf Hitler, or Kanye West?
Kanye West.
It had to be Kanye West.
All right. All right. 2-3. 2-3. Tobacco leaves are harvested and aged using a process that combines use of what to reduce sugar and water content without causing the leaves to rot?
Say that
would be-
again.
All right.
I thought it was a multiple
back-
choice. Okay, sorry.
No, not a multiple choice. I mean, it should be, but it's not because that would be too easy. Tobacco leaves are harvested and aged using a process that combines use of what to reduce sugar and water content without causing the leaves to rot?
Fermentation.
Yeah,
it's not right, but I'm going fermentation.
Nah, I have nothing.
I have no
The
idea.
answer is heat and shade.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, how'd this one get in here? Another one. Who says, "I am not under the special protection of God"? Was that Andrew Tate, Donald Trump,
Andrew
Adolf
Tate.
Hitler, or Kanye West?
Andrew Tate.
Mitch,
Just because I don't want to answer the same, I'm going to go Donald Trump.
you were both wrong. It was Adolf Hitler.
Adolf Hitler.
He thought
Okay.
he thought he was under the special protection of God and he could just
Oh,
do whatever
wow.
he wanted. Yeah.
That's why he's
Obviously.
fucked up.
I mean, obviously. Yeah.
Yep. I don't know how those got in here. It's like the wrong trivia book, but what is a puro cigar?
It is a cigar that's
From
made
the same company.
out of all the same country.
All right. I cut
Okay.
him off.
So 3, what is that? 4-3. 4-3. Who said this? The virus isn't real. There is a virus, yes. Is it deadly? No.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Charles?
I was going to say the same thing.
Okay, you're both wrong. It was, in fact, Andrew Tate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I was
All
going to
right,
wait
our
for
last
the.
one.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, if I ever ran for office, I'd do better as a Democrat than as a Republican.
That's Trump.
Yeah, that's definitely Trump.
Yeah, that's definitely Trump. All right. Well, I don't know how those got mixed up.
So I will say this: if you
It's
go,
supposed to
if
be
you
all
go,
cigar related, but
we don't do politics on here. But if you go and look at everything that Trump does and he talks about now, it was the 1990s and 1980s Democrat policy. So
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah,
that is how crazy everything has turned. But I love the fact that you actually brought us questions. I don't know.
That's never happened.
Yeah, that's never happened before. So awesome. So if you want to go into questions, we actually have questions for you as well. So let's go ahead and go into that one. So
let's do it.
as we like
Love
to
it.
say, ask everybody, are you willing to play a hotbox questions?
Last time I hotboxed anything was in high school, and I don't remember how it turned out. But yeah, let's go for it.
Love it.
See, when it was in high school, when I was in high school, we had outdoor smoking areas. So the teachers and the students could actually go outside and have a cigar in between classes. So
Yeah,
we actually
we had
hotboxed them.
cigars too. Yeah.
So, anyways, Hotbox Questions brought to you by our brother over at Beard Apothecary. He is not our favorite Aldi. Tanya is, but let's go ahead and talk to Beard Apothecary.
What up, Real Smoke family? John here from Beard Apothecary, coming to you from the Beard Apothecary headquarters. Want to let you know about a new product that we just dropped on the website. It is our first ever mustache wax, dubbed the Moustache Wax. This comes to us from a big help from our friend Larry Moose. Larry was instrumental in getting this whole thing together with all the research that he did and all the talks and the Zoom calls and everything to get this product out there. Larry tested this for us. We've got it dialed in. It is a very good medium hold wax that will help you keep that handlebar going, help you train that mustache. This product is no joke. Larry was a huge help. Thank you so much, bro. Real Smoke family, make sure you like, comment, and follow the page. Get these guys blown up. Don't let the beard look weird. Stay metal, my friends.
Once again, thanking John for putting that out there, but he may be the face of or the beard behind Beard Apothecary, but he's not our favorite Aldi.
I have pretty much their whole line, including that wax. I don't use the wax because right now I don't have the mustache for it, but you got to support Larry and Aldi whenever you can.
Absolutely.
I just saw that they're coming out with a shampoo and conditioner, which I've been waiting for them to come out.
It's great. We have
forever. So I'm excited to get that. All of their oils are phenomenal.
Yeah.
So
butters are
and it's pretty fairly priced if you ask me, because it doesn't take much, man. Like, it's all so there's my free plug for the Aldi family.
No, we say it every week.
Yeah, I use this stuff every week, man, and it's not because they're a sponsor. I was buying this before they were a sponsor, and
they're a sponsor because of their product. Yeah,
it's awesome. But I do gotta say, today I came home. There's a box on my porch. It was the prize from last week from our anniversary show for Mark, our brother from New Zealand. John sent it to me so I can give it to Mark in October when he comes to visit. So really cool, man. I appreciate that. And Mark, your stuff's in here. I have more shit for you sitting on my floor than I have for myself right now. And also, real quick, I drunk called Mark in New Zealand on Sunday, so I figured I'd throw that out there as well. Yeah, we were talking about his trip and our friends that were going to be here, and so we were talking about it. So I'm like, I'm going to call him, and he actually answered. So really super random, but that was pretty cool.
So real quick, Justin, just to fill you in, Mark is one of our he's one of our TriStar members, but he actually started with the podcast. He's from New Zealand, and when you look at cigars that we typically buy that are $7-8, he's paying $40 a stick.
Yeah. I got buddies in Australia that will pay $40 for a CAO Brasilia.
So what we ended up doing is every time he's coming to the States as a anniversary trip for him and his wife, but he's also he's starting in California, going all the way up to New York to watch a hockey game. So he's actually coming through Tennessee, and he's going to meet up with Mick, and I hope to get up to meet up with him. But we've all been throwing in cigars, and anything that he wins that's on here, because we can't send overseas. Anything that he wins, we put in.
He's been holding.
So we're going to send him back with a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, just tell him to bring a couple of empty suitcases, or buy empty suitcases here, and then just load them up.
Oh yeah. All right, so Mick, you want to start us off? Hotbox questions.
I sure will. And Charles, just a heads up, I did sub 2 of my questions out tonight. So
I figured.
Yeah. I figured this one I could. The one I can get away with tonight. So anyway, I didn't ask permission tonight. So what is the weirdest food you've ever eaten?
The weirdest food I've ever eaten. I've had monkey. That's
really
pretty weird. Yeah, it was pretty. It was pretty awful.
I was waiting for like a chicken that Matt Booth fucked or something like that. So I was concerned.
It was pre fucked.
Oh, okay,
so,
cool. Cool.
Yeah,
Monkey,
it
that's a
wasn't
new
beer
one.
can stuffed yet. You know,
That's
So you're
awesome.
saying you did not have Matt Booth chicken?
we did. It hadn't been fucked yet. So it was
Okay.
Yeah, it was. We saved
Gotcha.
from the chicken raping. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not getting canceled. Not at all. So question number 2. Fill in the blank for me. Cigars are all about what?
The experience, man, the relaxation, the community. You know, like there's so many people that I would have never met, never had a conversation with if it wasn't for a cigar. You know, you can have a felon, a biker, a nurse, a lawyer, a gas station worker, all smoking the same cigar, having the time of their lives together.
All right, so let me go into just a side question on this one. So whether you're going into this as just a normal cigar smoker or going into it as a brand owner, what is one of the stories that you can talk about that is you met somebody in a cigar event or, having a cigar that stands out to you? Whether it was, somebody was having a hard time or somebody was celebrating. What is one of those stories that sticks out to you?
Well, I don't think this individual was having a hard time until after they met me. Uh, but at PCA, I think in 23, I had just a little bit of fun the night prior, and then a lot of hair of the dog the morning of before the next day of the event. And a buddy of ours, the Frominator, Abe Froman, you may know him. He had a little rascal scooter at the time when he still had both of his legs. And I asked him if I could borrow the scooter. And so I'm just cruising around the PCA floor, live streaming, in my bunny suit doing my thing. And I see the Drunken Chicken Cigars mascot in a giant chicken suit. And I'm like, fuck that. There can only be one, bro. Like, let's go. And so I ran him over. And there we go.
Nice.
I feel like some full circle stuff just happened, but I'll leave that alone. All right, what is your favorite musical band or artist?
Oof. That's tough, man. So I would say, like, historically, I'm big 90s kind of guy. So like Rage Against the Machine before they got all political and anti-Rage Against the Machine. Red Hot Chili Peppers. I kind of, those would probably be my two. Right now, though, I have like this thing called musical Tourette's, and a song will get stuck in my head, and then they'll just play the same thing over and over and over again. And when I found out that you guys are from Memphis, my fiance is also from Memphis, and she's
Oh, no shit.
wanting to rip my head off.
My wife is from Memphis.
This is like full circle again. This is like 2 questions in a row. This is crazy.
And so there's this artist called Glorilla.
Oh yeah.
And she goes, "Bitch, I'm from Memphis. What you know about me? Big GLO in the GLE. Right?" And so that has been stuck in my head ever since I agreed to do this podcast, and it hurts. It hurts really bad.
Well,
so what? I have to ask, what part of Memphis is she from?
Not the shooting and murdering part.
So not mixed version.
Yeah, like Lakeland or something like that.
Oh, Lakeland's fine, man. Lakeland's cool.
Yeah.
Tinderbox is in Lakeland.
Yeah.
It's not as bad.
Yeah.
It's like PG-13 Memphis.
Yeah. It was pretty cool.
I get that. Yeah. So question number 4, what is your favorite guilty pleasure?
Wow. Well, shoot. In the sake of keeping the Real Smoke podcast a podcast, I'm going to divert and give you a different answer. I really like hot Cheetos with lemon juice all over them. and I eat it like a bowl of cereal. It's horrible for you.
Oh,
and you shit
like
red
cereal.
for the next 2 days. But
Hot
what does lemon
Cheetos
juice
with
do?
lemon juice?
oh yeah,
Explain.
you get a bowl, you pour hot Cheetos in it, and then you douse lemon juice all over it, like if it was milk and the Cheetos were cereal. And then you get a spoon and you just eat it.
So do you crunch them up or do you just leave
No.
them whole?
Yeah, you just
so doing
lemon
this.
Yeah. I mean, but in the morning when you wipe your ass and you look at the toilet paper and it's bright red, don't freak out. Just remember you had hot Cheetos with lemon juice. Because it's something about the lemon juice that just activates like green eggs and ham style.
So I've now crossed out 3 questions on my thing, and I've changed my mind here. I know you said you watched this a few times, but
yeah.
So now I got to ask: is cereal a soup?
Cereal is a soup. Yeah.
Fuck yeah! You're not my favorite. All right.
Yeah,
Not
cereal
even
is a soup. I mean, anything that goes in a bowl that has like a core like staple in a broth, milk is a broth. I mean, it's a cereal.
John Aldi, you still watching? Please tell me you're still watching. This is great.
It's a cereal. I mean, you're not
Bro,
going
we
to
need
eat
to hang out.
soup with a fork. You're not going to eat cereal with a fork.
Thank you.
I will say that
soup, they don't have a soup spoon, and they definitely or a soup fork, and they definitely don't have a cereal spoon. So
glad I asked.
So what we need to do is this. We need to have Matt Booth and Bunny on there, and they need to have a conversation because Matt Booth went on a tirade and literally cussed Mick out, saying how bad that decision was.
Well, and the reason why is because he's a big noodles guy. He loves the nudes. So his different, it's a kind of a touchy subject there.
This is the best hot box questions we've ever had. This is fucking phenomenal.
Yes, lemon juice and hot Cheetos is a cereal.
So I'm about to say, is lemon juice and hot Cheetos a cereal?
There is a staple and then a broth, and I eat it with a spoon in a bowl. It's soup.
Phenomenal.
Like that's the easiest question I've answered all night.
I'm not sure I can agree, but I'm not sure that I can
you're
fight
wrong,
this one.
So that's fine. I mean,
I'm not sure that I can fight it because I mean, all right. So I'm just going to move on. So question number 6: what is the one thing in your life you're most proud of?
Well, that's tough. I mean, I got some beautiful children. I got a great family. I'm still alive. I'm resilient enough to stay alive. But honestly, like, I'm just blessed to have this massive hog. I'm pretty proud of it, and I wish the world could see it, but it's just not in the cards right now.
Dude, I fucking love it. This is by far our best hot box questions. This is great. All right, so this one I'm going a little bit back on script, but this is what I wrote in right before we started this. So, what does the cigar bar look like at your wedding? Because you mentioned a wedding, and obviously you're a cigar guy. What does the cigar bar look like at your wedding? Is there special edition cigars? Is there stuff going on that we need to know about? I mean, I'm interested.
Yeah, so we will be against the better judgment of my better half. We will be doing a Bunny Droppings wedding cigar that is curated for me. Like, this is what I want to smoke on my day and every year of that day moving forward. It will be available to the people at the wedding. And then if there's anything left over that I feel like sharing, we'll make it available to the public. And then we do have some friends in the industry that will be coming as well. I got a buddy in Dubai who's officiating the wedding, so he can get some pretty cool stuff. He'll be bringing stuff down. So yeah, there'll be all sorts of cool stuff.
When the wedding happens, and obviously it's your special day, man, but we have a few shows coming up where we don't have a cigar to smoke for the show. If you have a few left over, I'll buy them. But I We buy everything for our show. Let me know, man. I'd love to smoke that shit. That on one of our shows, man. Let us know for sure.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. I'm thinking of calling it the ball and chain, and just having my bunny logo with like a ball and chain on them. But she's not really a fan of that, so
I love it.
I would probably do it anyways. You know?
Do it anyways. Yeah. All right. So, question number 8. What is the best piece of advice you have ever been given?
Knowing to, I mean, the best piece of advice I've ever been given doesn't mean that I always follow good advice. But just knowing when to shut the hell up, that's a pretty good staple. Like, it can get you out of a lot of trouble. I should listen to that. I don't. And I stay kind of in a lot of trouble because of that. But knowing because I don't shut up, if I did follow that advice, it would probably be the best advice that I've ever been given.
That is the most relatable answer I've ever had. I never follow my wife's advice, and I love her to death, and I should. Yeah. And I know.
Yeah, they know everything, right?
And I say I'm
after coming from Memphis. You probably should follow some advice. I'm just saying.
It was a big night, but it was a good time. All right, so this is a question that this will probably be the icing on the cake for questions. I've only asked this like 3 times in the history of 44 episodes now. Would you? He's shaking his head, but we're going for it. Fuck it. We might get banned tonight. Would you?
Yep, this is going to be the second episode that gets banned. Just saying.
Would you rather be jerked off by a gorilla or jerk off a gorilla?
Okay, well, it depends, because I just told you about Glorilla from Memphis, right?
Correct. So if it's Glorilla, you're good.
If it's Glorilla, I'm definitely jerking her off, because I feel like that grip strength would be. And I mentioned, I'm pretty proud of my unit, so I don't want that to be dissipated. Now we're talking like a silverback gorilla?
Silverback gorilla, yeah.
Yes, he is.
Okay, now what would be the setting? Would there be like a wine and dine prior to? Would I get to pull back some of that silver hair? Like, what are we talking about here?
I would say it would be a romantic setting. I mean, honestly, I think you have to picture candle lights, maybe a little bit of bourbon or wine. I mean, a good dry red wine would be nice. Gorilla hug.
Because I don't know if you've ever seen like a gorilla's palm. It's kind of like a velvet leather, right? So if I could get them, if I could get them like in the right setting, I think that would probably be pretty awesome. Depending on, obviously like R.I.P. Harambe, but we would have to make sure that there was like some kind of command or safe word or something like that if things got kind of out of hand.
Banana. I mean, that's kind of fitting. Here we
are. Banana.
Yeah,
banana.
Yeah. Yep.
How fucking great is that? It all came back to banana. But no, I agree, man. So so there's no right answer unless you knew the setting. So it's cool,
yeah, exactly. I would say I'd probably jerk off Glorilla, and I would get jerked off by a gorilla if the setting was appropriate.
Copy. All right, cool.
Yeah, balls deep for Harambe. Yep.
All right. Well, there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing I can do to top that one. So, thanks, Mick. Appreciate it. So, final question. So, you're on here with 2 crazy people who are currently in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
You have 2 ears that are great to grab onto. Just saying.
Yep.
When this suit retires, what would it take for these 2 hillbillies from Tennessee to each get one of those ears sent to them? That is the final question.
I'll
for
tell
hot
you
box
what.
questions.
When we retire this suit, I will cut the entire hood off and put it in a shadow box for you guys.
There you go.
But it will come with other things. Like if you think you're just gonna get the hood.
Yeah.
So
well,
let me say this though.
I'm just saying I don't want to know what you're going to send with your hood.
Yeah. Well,
I'm just saying.
my other hood got taken off, shortly
Thanks,
after
Mom.
birth. So yeah,
Thanks,
thanks, Mom.
I
what
will
happened to
say,
my body, my choice?
Thanks, Mom.
This is great. So I will say though, we always put this out here. I gotta quit saying fuck it. I always get mad at myself afterwards.
He's drinking too much.
No, I'm good. I'll be all right. So we always say if there's anything you have coming out that you want to promote, you now have a connection. Whether you like it or not, you're part of our family now. You've been on the show, and we dude, I've truly enjoyed this show tremendously. And
yeah, me too, man.
It's been a lot of fun and a lot of laughs, and this is what this community is all about. And so if you ever want to bring something out here, it's we want to help you, help us, help you, and obviously the Vault carries you, and they're big fans of what you're doing.
Sure,
we are as well. And so if you ever want to come out here and promote something, if you got something new coming out, we'll find time to put you on and make sure you get that airtime to promote it, and just let us know, man.
Yeah, sweet, man. We didn't even talk about the cigar that we were smoking today, did we?
Did
you guys like it? Did you smoke it? Did you like it?
We loved it. I
Did
loved
it. Suck? I mean, you could tell me if it sucked.
No, it was good, man. It was solid the entire way through. It was very good.
I mean,
liars.
We could do a review.
I will never lie on this show.
Mean, we have a review that's coming up, and we hate to do it. No. We hate to do it with the person on here.
No, don't.
You want to stick around? You want to stick around?
No.
I'll invite you.
I had to pee for like 2 hours. I'm gonna be honest.
All right, cool. So
yeah, you guys do your review and do your thing. Let me know.
So let everybody know where they can find all the good stuff that they can find from the Booney himself.
Look, Charles, I gotta correct you, man. It's Boonay. You gotta put some in that. Boonay. You see the little,
I'm from the South.
See the little hashy part
watch
on
the tilde.
Yeah. Watch your pronunciation.
Yeah. Oh, hush. Do we need to talk about your pronunciation?
It's a soft E, okay? It's a soft E. So
Boonay.
Can we just okay?
I'm sorry. We need to talk about the Boonay.
Yeah, thank you. Jeez. Is that hard?
Gosh, it's not so hard.
We
That's
got
what she said.
Cigar Vault. Oakdale's got the core blend, the 3 core blends, and then they have some of. We made. What did we make? Very limited amount. I think it was like 1,000 cigars, for the event back in July for Oakdale and the DAT community. It's called Robber Wabbit, because we went and robbed the vault. That is a Torpedo Habano Indonesian binder, Nicaraguan, Peruvian fillers, which is really cool because that Indonesian binder doesn't have any strength or taste really. So it really just allows you to focus on the wrapper and those unique fillers exclusively. With those promo codes, I would imagine they're fairly accessible in price. Prior to the promo codes, I still believe they were. So we got those. And then any of the LEs, just, some retailers will have them. If any retailers have them, you'll see them there. Otherwise, you can just follow us on Instagram, bunny.droppings, and go to our website, bunnydroppings.shop.
So he was just saying, if you go to Cigar Vault Oakdale and you look up their website, we're trying to not give away, the exact stuff. But if you use our code, which is scrolling on the bottom, and you use this code by 11:59 p.m. Eastern time, you're going to save about 30% off of anything that the Boonay has.
Yeah, there you go.
In store. So go ahead and do that one. Yeah. So I feel so weird saying it that way. The Boonay.
Well, when you say it like "Bunay," yeah, just
I feel like
you can say it like "Bunay."
Bunay.
Say it with your chest. Yeah. It's
So
just,
so okay,
yeah.
so we need to say it
Yeah.
like the soccer team, the Aussie Blacks. So
Yeah.
Let's do the.
Bunay.
are you doing the Macarena?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, cool.
I like it.
So
Bro, I'll jump in here quick. I got to say, man,
There you
like that was one of my favorite interviews. I can't speak for Charles, but holy fuck, was that funny! Like I love laughing and enjoying cigars and just meeting new people in the industry and the community. So, man,
Cool.
like I said, you always got a line, man, if you need it, and we're here to support you, man. Tag us in shit, man. We'll repost it for you.
Yeah,
we
appreciate
love
it.
we love helping people out, man. And if somebody somehow missed, I mean, I know you guys have a pretty good online presence. If you need a little extra boost every now and then, just fucking tag us in something, man. We
Yep.
love what you're doing. You're doing everything for the right reasons, and you have some great products out there, man. So we're excited to have you as part of our family, man.
Yeah, I
all right,
appreciate it.
so Justin, this is your final little bit to go ahead and let anybody know anything that they want to know about you. So go ahead and fill everybody else in. But after that, we'll let you go and take a leak because we know you've had to pee for the last 2
Yeah.
hours.
I mean, things that people don't know about me that they need to know. Honestly, like I've had some hemorrhoid problems that have just really been creating some issues for me the past like 6 months. It's been affecting my like incontinence, obviously, my sex life. But we're like finding ways to work around it. So that's cool. We got some medications, topical ointments, stuff like that going. So I'm hopeful that it's gonna be better. Other than that, I mean, I think you pretty much know everything about me that you need to know, and I just appreciate you guys watching and supporting.
Thanks. Sorry. Thanks so much. We appreciate you being on here. I'm trying to keep a straight face, but shit,
Cool.
bro, I can't. Thanks so much for being on here. We appreciate you.
Yeah, no, thank you guys.
Like Mick said, anything that you've got going on, make sure you let us know. Tag us, collaborate with us on Instagram. We'll make sure that we push it out there. And thanks so much for being on here.
I just don't push it too hard or you'll end up like me.
No shit.
Yeah. No, there will be. There will be shit. It'll just hurt.
Awesome. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks so
All
much
right,
for
y'all.
being on here. We'll talk to you next
Yeah.
time.
Have a good
Y'all
night.
take care. Bye.
Thanks. This is just like the Matt Booth episode. I don't have much to say. I can't say anything.
It's top 5 for how much I've laughed on an episode. Top 5 for sure. Like that was outstanding, man. He is
All right.
His sense of humor is awesome.
So regroup and restart. And just like that, that is episode number 44 in the books with the one and only Mr. Bunay.
Bunay.
Justin Bunay. Bunay. So yeah.
Justin,
And
man.
Bunny Droppings Cigars. So
Good times. Good times.
Great times.
He doesn't ever sugarcoat anything, man. That was a good time. That was really a lot of fun.
We have so many comments that's coming on there. I don't know if they're talking between themselves or they're just like, but I will say that hashtag silverback hemorrhoids is kind of trending right now. So I'm just saying, great job, Debbie, on that one. Robert's on there. It says hashtag real smoke. Yes. Make sure you post in hashtag real smoke. That is one of the next things that we got to do. But we have a cigar review coming up. We do have prizes to give away. We have two $25 gift cards from Cigar Vault. Almost said it. And then we do have a little bit of Meanwhile in Memphis going on. And we will come back to some of your comments and stuff before we jump off here tonight. Because, oh my God, some of your stuff is on here priceless. So hey, there you go. Check that out, Mick.
Frank, man. Bro, I mentioned earlier, if you missed the start of the show, Frank, we both said thanks, man. And I hope you enjoyed that cigar, and we can have many more in the future, man. You're a great dude, and I love what you're doing for the beer community in Memphis. And if I didn't mention it earlier, in early next year, 2026, we're going to be having the Memphis beer drinkers on here. Frank is going to be on here with a bunch of brewers from Memphis, and we're going to talk beer.
Yes,
all fucking night.
Oh yeah. So we did have Josephus on here, and he usually put some kind of odd stuff on here, and I love what he puts on here. But he kind of tamed it back, and he said, "And you topped it again. What the fuck, guys? You guys gotta slow down at some point."
I think that's good, right?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right, so we do have a cigar review to do, and that one, sooner or later, is going to be brought to you by our family. Wait, let's go ahead. Let's do the stuff. That one. I got this one. Wait,
Yeah,
I did the Vanna White.
I forgot you did.
Look, Cigar Army. It's so pretty. It's beautiful. This is coming from somebody who's the president of his own cigar club, but I'm just saying,
it's amazing.
It is so good. So, Cigar Army, gotta thank you for everything that you guys do. So let's go ahead and run.
Tonight's cigar review is proudly sponsored by Cigar Army. The Cigar Army is a community brought together by their shared love of cigars, but bonded by something much deeper, their mission to give back to those in need. Through Operation Give Back, they honor the courage and dedication of our military and first responders, both active and retired. Their bravery and selflessness make the freedoms we enjoy possible, including this very moment to sit here, share a cigar, and connect with our Real Smoke audience. Every puff carries a story. Every draw is a tribute to their sacrifices. This isn't just about cigars, it's about gratitude, about compassion, and about giving back to the heroes who shaped our lives. Join them in the mission to make a difference, one cigar at a time. Check them out on Instagram at Cigar Army 3 or search Cigar Army on Facebook. Together, we can turn our passion into purpose.
Huge thanks to everybody over at Cigar Army. Frank, Coop, Pugs, all of you. You guys have really changed, what cigars in the industry is all about. You guys are all about giving back to the people who need, assistance. So we appreciate all that you guys do, and we love that what you're doing, and love the fact that we both got to come home after freaking long days of work to find out that we had this awesome hat, we had this awesome wristband, and
I don't have
tumbler.
I have my wristband, I have my hat, but I do not have the cup out. I cheated on you with the cup. But I will say, I pulled the hat out of the box and I go, fucking awesome hat. I wish it was holy fuck it's fitted. That was my exact words. So, yeah. And you have the patch.
Oh, I got the patch. I've got everything. So if we're wearing so if we're wearing the hat, we wear the wristband, we support the patch, we have the tumbler.
Yeah.
Are we like honorary members of Cigar Army?
I think it's time, man. I know we're part of our own cigar club, but we've always supported them regardless of what club we're in. I think it's time, man. We should honestly just join Cigar Army.
I've always had a thing with this with TriStar. If you're an officer, you need to be with the TriStar group 100%.
Yeah.
But if we're part of the podcast, can we be a part of TriStar? Can we be a part of Cigar Army? Two different lives. going two different directions.
I will
Anyways,
say-
we will let the army decide that.
I will say that a bunch of their members are also big members in TriStar that are on every week, man. So we'll figure it out.
100%.
We'll figure it
Yeah.
out. But the two are blending quite a bit lately. So
100%. All right, so we got a cigar review to do, and as always, the one and only Mick gets to start everything off.
let's do this.
Do
All
it.
right, so we're reviewing the Bunny Droppings Habano. So off the body, I got sweet tobacco, cocoa, barnyard. Aroma from the foot, I got tobacco, light hay, and molasses. Off the cold draw, I got a touch of hickory, some sweet tobacco, a little bit of barnyard. First third notes, I got earth, light coffee, cedar, leather, almond, retro, light black pepper, a little bit of barnyard. Second, third notes, I got earth, coffee, cedar, leather. I got this weird herbal note in the middle of the second third. It didn't last long, but I got this herbal note. Light leather, retro, light black pepper, and hay. The final third notes, I got a little more basic, but it was still solid flavors coming through. It was earth, coffee, a touch dark chocolate, light leather, still a little bit of herbal here and there. It wasn't all the time, but it was here and there. The retro, light black pepper, and hay. The retro was pretty consistent the whole way through. Like I mentioned earlier, it stacked dimes the whole way through. The construction was immaculate. I didn't touch it up once. It was awesome. Final third was definitely my favorite third. It got a little bit stronger. The flavors got a little bit more pronounced, and I got that little bit of dark chocolate in it. It was solid. Pre-let experience, 17 out of 20. Flavor enjoyment, 13 out of 15. Construction characteristics, 28 out of 30. Smoke production and final thoughts, 30 out of 35. I gave it an 88.
Sorry, I was muted on that one. So, go ahead and do some math real quick. Sorry about that. So you gave it a 88.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So, I can't find my. All right. So cool. All right. So looking over some of the things, we got to go back into the comments here in a minute. But aroma off the body, barnyard, hay, manure, aroma off the foot, sweet tobacco, fruit, taste off the cold draw, tobacco and hay. On the light, earthy, woody, slight cocoa powder. Into the first third notes are earthy, nutty, followed by tobacco and fruit sweetness. On the palate, the retro brings out baking spice, dried fruit, and a slight dark chocolate and cinnamon note. The draw is slightly tight, but still lots of smoke. Burn is still nice. And a straight ash. The ash is tight, holds through the third, finishes medium, medium bottom, medium strength. Into the second notes, coffee, earth, slight dried fruit, a dark chocolate note every now and then. The retro is coffee, slight spice, and a slight sweet note. The draw is open up a lot more. Burn is great. Ash is tight and holds each third. Smoke is thick and chewy and leaves a sweet note on the finish, medium strength. In the final third, notes up front are black coffee, earth, dark chocolate. Retro is more coffee, earth, followed by a baking spice. Draw is great. Burn and ash is great. No issues. Smoke is thick and strength is still about a medium. So if you go into The pre-light experiences, I give it an 18 out of 20. Flavor enjoyment, get a 12 out of 15. Construction, I gave it a 10 out of 10. Draw is a 9 out of 10. Burn is a 10 out of 10. Smoke production, final thoughts. The smoke production texture, 5 out of 5. Overall experience, a 17 out of 20. Would I smoke it again? I would add it to my rotation, 8 out of 10. It gives me an 89. My 89, your 88 gives it an 88.5, rounds it up to an 89. So the Bunny Droppings Habano gets an official score from the Real Smoke podcast of an 89. So fantastic cigar. Definitely would put that in my rotation. What I would smoke.
I'd smoke that anytime. It's all subjective, but I enjoyed the Maduro a little bit more from Bunny Droppings, but the Habano was fucking solid as well, man. What a great stick, man. And if you're looking for something middle that's going to pair well with almost anything, absolutely. It's a great stick, man.
Oh, yeah. It paired great with what I was drinking earlier, which was a typical bourbon. So 100 proof bourbon. It held out to that one. Drinking a little more water and tequila right now. So it paired up to that one. So I agree. It's great.
Oh.
So Joseph says, big members in the theme of tonight's show. 100%. TriStar Army. I like that one. So TriStar Cigar Army, TriStar Army. Rob hit it right on the head right there. Love that. Rounded up, that's a score of 92. Well, not quite so high as that one. But we did get to an 89. Josephus says 90 on his book. So yeah, I mean, we're right there with you. Right. 89, 90.
Great smoke. I mean, and honestly, for the price point, fucking amazing smoke. It's unbelievable.
So guys, make sure you're posting in hashtag TriStar. Oh my gosh, wrong podcast for this one. Hashtag Real Smoke. Make sure you put that on there. We do have surprises to give away, and that is going. While I get that going, we do have two $25 gift cards to Cigar Vault. It is a brand new month, which means anybody can win. Everybody can win.
Little Debbie can win again.
Little Debbie can win again. Who else can win? We all can win. I'm going to win. I'm going to go ahead and type in hashtag Real Smoke and make sure I can win. So
I get the wife to start putting her hashtag in there. I don't know.
No shit.
Yeah.
So Rob says, sorry I wasn't able to bust mixed balls tonight and listening to the poker table tonight. Hey, Rob, how are you doing on the poker table? Just wanting to know.
46 last week. I mean, come on, you can do better than that, Rob. Let's go.
So Devin says, I'm at the cigar. I am the Cigar Vault warrior.
He kind of is.
Yeah, he is.
It honestly, it works out for everybody though, because he wins a $25 gift card and spends $100. I know Devin. I mean, I do the same thing, so I get it. But it works out for all parties involved.
So Mick, tonight's prizes are brought to us by Smoke In Cigar of the Month Club. Care to elaborate on that one?
Man, I don't have it up, but I'm going to wing it. So if you're looking for a great Cigar of the Month Club, we get a 5-pack delivered to us. They're currently sponsoring us, but honestly, I'm probably going to. Oh, he's going to bring it up. That's cool. You'll get 5 cigars each month. If you use our code, you will get a Smoke In torch and a perfect cutter. That code is RS new, $34.95 for 5 great cigars delivered to your door every month. Smoke In Cigar of the Month Club. It's awesome. We get them every month, and it's always something that I'm excited to smoke. This month's box was actually probably my favorite so far. It
really,
awesome. Yeah, I was excited.
All right. I will say that 2 months ago was my favorite one. But if you guys want to help us out and want to help us keep, I guess, keep Smoke In as a sponsor, all you have to do is go do that stuff right there and help us out. We would appreciate it, because I think our last month of sponsorship is next month. So, yeah. So, all right. So we do have two $25 gift cards. Almost said it. Almost said it. I had a Mick moment. To Cigar Vault Oakdale. Make sure you do type in hashtag real smoke in the comments. By the way, if you are one of the new people that are watching, do us a favor. Go do the whole YouTube thing. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Do that whole thing. We have people on here every week. We try to do our best to entertain you the same way that we do every week. We want to bring you the life and the history behind the cigar brands that you are enjoying. So go do the thing, because if you don't, it kind of kills what we're doing. So if we die, it's all your fault. Just say it's all your fault, not ours. It's your fault. I'm just saying. All right. So enough guilt trip. All right. So we do have the thing brought up on here. Remember, do you want me to go over the rules, or do you want to go over the rules?
Yeah, I can do it. So if you win today, you are not eligible to win from this sponsor the rest of the month. So this one is Cigar Vault Oakdale. We're giving away two $25 gift cards. If you win one of those, you are not eligible again till October 1st, or whatever that show is, the first week of October. So I
am so getting scared for the October shows. I'm just saying.
Man, I can't wait, brother. It's all set up.
I'm dreading it.
Set up. You're gonna love it, dude. It's going
to
be the best show. It's going to be the best show you've ever been involved in, and I promise you that.
Liar.
If you trust me even a little, if you even trust me a little, it's going to be the best show you've ever been involved in.
Liar. All right, so here we go. So first $25 gift card. Here we go. By the way, if you do not, we have to say this every week. StreamYard has guaranteed that even if you do not see your name in the little roundy thing that goes around, that your name has been entered in, so they cannot change anything. If you have typed in the correct hashtag, your name is involved. So here we go. Did we get froze? Oh, okay, here we go. There it is.
There it is.
There we go.
That's a lot of names, man. Let's get a new name. Come on.
I want a new one. Really? Get your hands up. You win too many freaking times. But make sure you're in the comments below. I will turn on comments. So here we go.
Even though you win too many times,
get your hands up. You have.
If you get
get your hands up says all of this.
Fuck.
He says, Mick, read this.
How do you get that much shit put in like the last 30 seconds? I don't understand.
He already had it posted, ready to go. So
had to. Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm here, stupid, weird, crazy. I'm so here, kind of crazy, 100%, weird. I'm here, guys, crazy. I'm here, whatever. I'm here. Please do not pick my name again. I'm here. I wish I could give it away to somebody else. I'm here. Please do not leave my name in the drawing. I'm here. Please take my name out of this. I'm here, guys. I'm so here. If you want to give it away to somebody else, I will greatly appreciate it. So that's what he said.
It must be hieroglyphics because here we are.
All right, so get your hands up. You did win that one.
Send me your stuff, brother. I got you. You know what to do. You've won a few times. That is the longest message. If you made it any longer, that's what she said. It would have covered up us on the screen. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right, so we have one more to give away, and if it's Gitchy ends up, he loses both. I'm just saying. So we're gonna do like devil's advocate here. So if Gitchy ends up wins the next one, because we've taken all the little parameters off. If he wins the second one, he loses both. We're just saying.
he's quitting right now. He's like, nope, I'm good. I already got it.
All right, so draw again. Here we go. And please, for the love of God, let it be somebody new.
Not
Angela
new,
Beth Thompson. 3 names. Angela Beth Thompson.
Isn't it a serial killer thing to use all 3 names?
Beth Thompson.
It's a serial killer.
Yes.
Thing. I think all 3 names.
She says, I'm not here.
She's definitely not here. There she isn't.
Yeah, she says 100% I'm not here, and please give it to someone else.
Congrats. You know the deal, Angela. Send it to me. Urine sample, too.
Urine sample?
I don't know. I
You are pregnant, and the father is... Who is the father?
Bunny. It's Bunny.
Robert is the father. Sorry. Sorry about
Robert.
that.
Love it.
So, let's go through a couple of these. Iron Love Official. Congrats. That's a new one. Josephus says farting. Cool. I mean, bourbon beards and Belvedere's?
I think
congrats,
so, yeah.
winner. Okay. So Brent says, congrats, Angela. Josephus, that's my Big Bull's wife account. Oh my God. I'm done with Josephus. I love you, but I'm done. Colby says, congrats. Soup Killers have all 3 names. So what soup, Robert, what soups do they kill?
Chicken
I'm just
noodle.
wondering.
Chicken noodle. Gotta be. Full circle. Full circle.
All right, Bunny gave me hemorrhoids. I got nothing. I mean, shit. So Devin says, congrats. It's true. I'm snoring and farting.
What? Why? Where are we going tonight?
Hey, Angela. I'm struggling to try to figure out how you're 1, snoring, 2, you're farting, but
and
3,
fucking messaging us.
You're on the podcast, watching us and commenting. So help us.
Don't
tell
help
us.
Understand. We're good. We're
Yeah.
good.
No, I really want to understand. Please tell us. Josephus says, see. Robert says cereal is a soup. How did you not get that? Devin is laughing. I'm still waiting for Angela. I need clarification on how she is snoring, sleeping, and watching the podcast and commenting. I mean, I know it is a wife thing, but damn. I mean, mine is talented, but come on.
That's impressive. We so I know we're not going to go into past guests, but the full circle thing,
circle jerk
at PCA was one of my favorite parts of the night. Holy shit, did I laugh? That was funny. That was really good.
Let's see. We 100% that ain't get you alt account. No, whatever. The alcohol is flowing tonight. Not really. It is kind of, but not really.
Not too bad. I only drank one bottle. That's not too bad.
Oh wow, he's well above me. It's me, Mario. I'm actually Joseph's life partner. It's difficult. That explains a lot. No, nothing else is needed. It's me, Mario. I got nothing.
Moving on. Yeah.
Do I get to redeem the last time I won? I didn't redeem it. If you won before, yes.
It's on Cigar Vault. When you check out, it will be in your cart. Yes.
Pedro's on here. He says, "How about Black Jesus?" After okay, here we go.
Did we not, Pedro? Were you not on like half an hour ago, brother? I brought that up, man.
We talked about the Black Jesus.
We did. I haven't smoked it. Pedro, did you smoke it yet? I have not smoked it yet. I'm saving that for a special occasion. After
Devin
supper,
did.
maybe.
Devin did.
Okay.
Is there a gorilla waiting in your instant DMs?
All right, so I'm gonna throw this out there for anyone who missed hot box questions tonight. That's the funniest shit. Like, I cried laughing. You need to tune in to hot box questions.
I just shook my head. No,
dude, that was like 3 for 4.
folks, I love you, but I'm off to barber. Peace out.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
6 at night. I don't know.
It's smoking Samsas. It's like noon there.
I know.
You get to redeem. It's me, a Mario. I have to look the episode up. I never sent my info. Okay. We were at an event, just got on 10 minutes ago.
Bro,
Black Jesus is really good. Hallelujah.
Okay. Yeah. Pedro, go back on those. Hey, listen to the whole episode, but definitely check out the hot box questions. It was a good one.
I'm getting some bunny droppings with her winnings and maybe some tatawahe. Less have the blood of Vlad. Yeah. I haven't smoked it, but I know it's I know little Debbie did, and it was killing me on the cornhole.
Yeah. It's hey, I mean, Black Jesus. How can you go wrong smoking to Black Jesus after supper? I mean, it's it's got to be great, right?
Oh my god. So I guess we do. I mean, we dropped from well into the 40s into like 17. Everybody's like, "Fuck it, we're done." So we do have some meanwhile in Memphis, don't we? We do.
We do.
I'm just checking.
I'll make it quick.
Are you ready?
Let's go. I'm ready.
We did play this in Memphis. Memphis. In Memphis.
While in Memphis, it's happening again. Meanwhile in Memphis, the sky turns wild. Stray gators and pools running free and wild. Some guys wearing mud boots with a suit on trial. Meanwhile in Memphis, let's stay here a while.
I really do like that song a lot.
I love it, man. It's one of my favorites. I felt like we'd be doing a disservice to not play it last weekend in Memphis. So I was glad we could share it with like the 20 people out back smoking cigars with us. So it was a good time. All right. So I have one that I don't even have printed out. I'm just going to say today was the 100th anniversary of the Peabody Hotel in the Ducks. Yes. So I'll talk about that in a minute, Josie, but stand by. 100th anniversary of Peabody and the Ducks at the current location. If you've never been to the Peabody, you have to see those ducks and have a beer, have a drink in the great bar. Peabody Hotel is a staple in fucking Memphis. And today they hit the 100th anniversary and they just had the Ducks walk down. It was pretty cool, man. So gotta say, it's not part of my news, but I saw it on the news and I had to talk about it. So good times. My first real story here is real Memphis story. Lockdown lifted after police report gunfire near Memphis Elementary School. MPD says.
Really?
So it was the second day of school when authorities placed Memphis Elementary School on lockdown due to nearby gunfire, according to MPD. MPD said as bullets flew on the 3900 block of Horn Lake Road around 9:15 a.m. The shots led to a lockdown of the Levi Elementary School on West Levi Road. Police said the officers searched the area around for suspects. Nobody was injured by the gunfire. If anyone knows anyone who may have been shooting off guns on that day, please report to the MPD. Call Crime Stoppers at this number.
I'm just saying, if you're out there around the elementary school shooting off whatever, I hope somebody finds you and beat your ass.
It's, man, if you live in Memphis and you have young kids, fucking move. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's me and the wife here. It is a great cultural area and a great time. But holy fuck, no one wants to raise kids here. So I thought that was kind of amusing that they were just like, hey, gunfire, lock it down. An hour later, we'll lift it. You know, it's just crazy. It's what happens in Memphis all the time.
Bobby.
The next story. Wait, let me make sure this is the way I want to order this. No. I'm going to start with this one. All right. So every year on 9/1, which is 901 day. 901 is the area code for Memphis. Every year
boy.
They have a big 901 celebration in Memphis. Because I had off on Monday, we went out with our friends, which you met, Charles, our friends Jen and Randy, great people from down here. Figured I'd mention them tonight, so later this weekend I can show them that I mentioned on here. So Jen and Randy, shout out.
They are awesome people. I got to spend a lot of time with them and got to talk about cigars, life, and whatever. And they got I guess she hung out with Jennifer a little bit, so it was a great time.
Yeah, we truly met family down here, man. They're just great people. But so we went out with them on Monday for 901 day, and I'll say honestly, like, I'm all about culture and the scene and whatever. A lot of the places we went, it was not our scene, but we had a great time. We met some great people. We hung out. We had some beers. We went home pretty early in the day. But I don't know if you guys saw this on the news. I don't know if it made national news, but 901 day, they had over 10,000 people downtown. They had quite a few pretty nationally well-known performers. And they did some great performances downtown on Beale Street. Over 10,000 people that day visited downtown Memphis and Beale Street. A great day. They had a few prayers that went out to people and things that were going on and trying to make the city a better place. The night ended with a 16-year-old firing off a gun and shooting a dude. I'm not gonna make light of that. I'm not gonna make fun of that. I will say this place has so much culture, so much history, so many great people. Just how that night ended really frustrates the shit out of me. It was a great day of great people getting together to celebrate Memphis and the pride and the history of what goes behind it. So I'm not going to go into too much more of that, but I wanted to make light of that and talk about it just a little bit and bring it up that it was a great day downtown. I met some great people, and it's a real shame that this shit continues to happen in a great city. I will make fun of this story because this one's fun. A group of 3 guys steal $30,000 worth of scooters from a store downtown.
From a skort?
Yeah. I've been drinking one. Memphis, Tennessee. A group of thieves broke into a Memphis store and rode away with $30,000 worth of stolen scooters.
Dang it, Bobby.
According to Memphis police. Who is this? I mean, honestly, you tell me, Charles, is this something that you're walking by a scooter store, and you're like, man, I fucking want that scooter. Or is it?
Yeah, I think as
how
I'm
does this
walking
work?
by a scooter store, I'm like, yeah, I just gotta have a scooter today. So I'm just gonna take scooters. I don't need cars. I don't need bikes. I don't need skateboards. I need a
Scooters.
scooter today.
$30,000 in scooters.
How many fucking scooters is $30,000?
3. I'll get into that in 1 minute here. I told you it's pretty quick tonight. MPD says the it is every time. MPD said the burglary happened around 10:30 p.m. on Sunday night, August 31st, the day after our HERF. That's when, according to police, 10 people. Okay, I thought there's only 3 shown on camera, but 10 people broke into a
That's
scooter.
when, according to the TriStar HERF crew, we got the frick out of Memphis. Just saying.
Correct.
Gotcha.
10 people broke into a scooter store on Jackson Avenue. The group stole a Blue Boss motorcycle scooter worth $3,400, a green Coaster CX scooter worth $2,000, and a camo Odin 4-wheeler worth $7,000. Oh, wait,
So these weren't just like little push scooters. These were
electric,
gas powered.
Yeah. And again, here's my favorite part. And I think the writer keeps us in business. If you have any information about these thieves, the MPD says they were last seen wearing a black ski mask, black hoodie, black pants, and black sneakers. Please call the Crime
So
Stopper
every other person in Memphis. Where did he go?
What? Sorry, I froze. I made it all night.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry. Why even put it in the article that they're wearing all black and a black fucking ski mask when they robbed the store? Like, why is that even part of the story? I don't even understand it.
Because nobody else wears black.
So you think
No,
2 days later,
nobody wears black.
It's frustrating.
Just saying.
30 grand worth of scooters. I don't even know what to say. But if you see those guys, and
I know what you can say.
Black,
What can you say?
Meanwhile in Memphis, it's happening again. Meanwhile in Memphis, the sky turns wild. Stray gators and poodles running free and wild. Some guys wearing mud boots with a suit on trial. Meanwhile in Memphis, let's stay here a while.
I mean, meanwhile in Memphis.
Crazy, man. There was so many bad stories this week, but again, I want to highlight 901 Day, man. Besides the end of that night, that's what this city's about, and it's really grown on me.
I don't want to highlight 901 Day. I want to highlight TriStar HERF crew in Memphis Day, because let's just say, once again, I gotta give justice its due. We haven't had Middle Tennessee yet.
Yeah.
But to bring out 50 plus people of different, I'm not going to say cultures, but different, loves. So you brought out the beer people, you brought out the cigar people, you brought out the people who don't really enjoy either, that they're trying it, and you bring out 50 plus people.
Yeah.
TriStar HERF crew represented in Memphis so good this last week. So I'm so happy. I mean, as the president of the crew, I'm so happy for what Memphis brought out, to the point to where we have already said the next Memphis one, we're going to do it again, same location, same aspect, because it worked out so well. So,
and I gotta say, man, thanks for pulling some strings and making it happen. I know I gave you the finger walking across that parking lot that day and whatever, but you know you're my brother, man, and it wouldn't have been the same without you. And it was a fucking amazing day. Like, it was seriously one of my favorite days in the last year, and it was because of all my brothers were around me, and with including Haze, Gray, Robert, Devin. I mean, everybody, and you making the trip.
Watching
man, like,
Haze Gray jump out there and watching Rue, be out there and rolling cigars, and just out there. My job, my thing was I was very OCD about making sure that everybody was making money. They were getting back what they put into it. So, I was talking to Devin, I was talking to you. Hey, go make sure that these guys are doing well. What can we do to help them out? And to watch Rue out there rolling cigars, talking to people, and then watching people come up to him and be so enamored with what he's doing is like, hey, I want to get a picture with you.
Yep.
That was amazing. And then, 10 feet out the door, you got Pedro out there. He's out there pushing knowledge about cigars. Try this one, watching that happen. And then you have Val walking around. She's living in the moment, taking videos, taking pictures, talking to people that's either at Pedro or Rue's location. And then she would come to where we were at and be like talking to the people that were around us.
Yeah.
Haze Gray Cigars, you have 3 people who are out there just completely busting ass, introducing people to the love of cigars. Cannot respect that hustle. And then you got Robert.
Yeah.
Robert out there. He's got special, event only Memphis lighters. He's got his hats. He's got his he's got the Canon, he's got the Canon cigar holders. He's got his cutters out there. And he comes up to us and says, I'm good. And I'm like, what do you mean you're good? He's like, I've already paid for everything I need. I'm good.
Yeah.
That touches me here. And then you have, this is the big one for me. So you have the brewery.
Yeah.
So we weren't, I wasn't expecting like our group to like buy a bunch of beer, but the owner comes out and says, we did well on the beer, but your guys bought more food than we've sold in a while.
Yeah.
So you have the brewery who just racked up on food. You have you have Robert who just racked up on cigar products. You've got our sponsor for the evening. You got Haze who just sold a shit ton of cigars. And then you had us who got to, put the culture out there of what TriStar is all about. There's nothing better.
It was I can't top much more onto that, man. But all 3 of the people that we had that were trying to push during this event all said they had like amazing nights, and they were asking when we can do it again next year. And actually, Memphis Filling Station said if we ever want to do a live podcast there, man, they're like, we're all in, because like you guys brought some shit. So like I know you don't get to Memphis very often, but man, just the opportunity for them to offer that to us means the world to me, man, because they're great guys, and we represented, they represented, and we brought it all together, brother.
It'd be really cool to be able to pull off something like that. I don't know how we would do it, but we can talk about it. But it was a great night. So amazing. Huge thanks to everybody that was involved in the West Tennessee TriStar Herf. We do have one in October coming up in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. We hope to be releasing the TriStar collaboration with Cavalier Cigars in their factory. We do hope to be releasing that cigar, and it's going to be called the Trace Estrellas, which means 3 stars. Tri-star, 3 stars. So we do hope to be releasing that cigar. It's going to be a limited only to the state of Tennessee. So if you're interested in that, reach out to us and we can get you, some of those cigars, as well as we just need to bring you into Murfreesboro and come out and hang out with us. So we'll do that one here, I guess, in a month or so. Wow.
About a month.
Yeah.
About a month.
So next week it's going to be a weird show.
It sure is.
So we do have next week, we are collaborating with the Cigar Dudes. So anybody who is a fan of the Cigar Dudes, which is Randy, John, and Ish, if you guys are a fan of theirs, we are going to be collaborating, doing a Cigar Dudes Real Smoke podcast. It's going to be interesting.
It is. I think it's going to be. I think we're going to turn this shit upside down, man. It's going to be fun.
So, want to give a brief peek into what that looks like?
And there it is.
I mean, there's
so excited
a whole lot of Real Smoke Cigar Dudes podcast. Whole lot of stuff on there. Just saying.
I love it. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be fun. So we'll have that on there next week. So next week, 9/11. I mean, I'm sure we're going to talk about a little bit of, what happened on 9/11, where we were, that kind of stuff. But we're not going to bring it down. We're going to have some fun. I don't know what I don't think we're really interviewing the Cigar Dudes. We're just probably going to herf.
We're going to herf and have fun. So let's bring it.
So we'll have some Cigar Vault stuff that we're going to be giving away. We will try to listen to Ish. I'm not sure if we can understand what Ish says, but we're going to try. But we're going to have some fun with it. But next week is Cigar Dudes versus Real Smoke podcast. So
I love it. Yeah, man. I appreciate everything this week, man. And I'm so glad you made the trip, man. Just spending time with you in person means the world to me. And it's been a great fucking week, man. And
it has
a great evening. As always, man. 44 in the books.
44.
Crazy, man. But as always, man, take time this week, smoke a cigar with someone you love, and thank everybody for tuning in, man. It was a great evening, and I appreciate you.
Congratulations to everybody that won. We had Gidgeons up and Angela who won, and I want to thank Justin with Bunny Droppings. Great show. Thanks for everybody who jumped on here. We absolutely love the interaction that we have with you guys, and we will see you guys next week. So from us to you guys, peace.
The smoke is thick, the air is tight, cigars are lit, oh what a sight. Pour the whiskey, tequila too, this one for Mick and Charles and you. Thank you for tuning in. The Real Smoke Podcast makes us all grin. You light us up, you keep us strong. Cheers to you, we raise the song. Conversations deep, the stories fly. Ashes fall, with spirits high. The gas is rolling, the bitters flow. You've kept us burning, don't let it go. Thank you. end of the night. You're part of the glow, you're part of the light. Mick and Charles with a laugh and a grin. This flame burns bright